We are live on a Thursday, going up on a Thursday. What up, kid?
2026, bro. 2026.
2026.
Crazy.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everyone in the chat. How does it feel, 2026? How has it started for you?
I don't know, man. It just I read a tweet that we're closer to 2050 than we are to 2000.
Oh, God damn.
I know, and that was my reaction. Like, oh, that's so crazy. Because 2000 to us, I mean, we were 12, but it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
No.
It feels like I remember shit from 2000. You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember 2000. I don't think I remember 96, but I feel like I remember 96. And I saw someone say like 1996 was like whatever, 2 decades or some OD time long ago. And I was like, it feels like 2 years ago was 1996.
Bro, it's 3 decades ago.
That one. That one was like 96.
Crazy.
Yeah. But I don't know. This year, I don't know what you did for New Year's. So Kai was away on Monday, so Molly stepped in. Shout out to everyone who still watched. It's crazy how people just know when you're not there. It's almost like they log on, they're like, "Where's Kyle at?" All right, I'm out this bitch. Like they do the Simpsons meme where the guy walks in the
walks
bar
in and walks back.
I feel like we had a lot of those on Monday. So shout out to anyone that stayed, but I feel like this New Year's, I was like watching the ball drop. I didn't really do anything. I kind of was just like at home on the couch, and I was just like, it's just another year. Like this one hit me as like some other years. I kind of like reflect back, and I'm like, I kind of get all mushy a little bit. I'm kind of a bitch when it comes to just like getting sentimental, and I'm like, damn, like that's a whole year. Like what happened this year? Like what am I gonna do next year? Type of shit. But this year, I kind of was just like, just a fucking other day, like type of shit.
Me and Crystal were actually watching on Netflix the documentary about the show The Biggest Loser.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. That was like
and
a big scandal shit, right?
yeah, but like, we didn't even realize exactly when the clock turned. So I feel like she looked at the clock and it was already like 12:02 or 12:03, and it was, oh shit, Happy New Year. And it's like, Happy New Year. And that's to your point of like, at a certain point as you get older, all the bullshit is gone in your life. Like you have a very limited threshold for bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the idea of like going out and faking some celebration, it just feels like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to go out and pretend like this year's going to be the best year and everything's going to be amazing. And I'm back on my shit now. It's like, that's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. Everybody who thinks like, oh, I'm back on my gym shit or whatever, talk to me in 3 weeks. We'll see how you're doing in 3 weeks. Yep. Right. So like, there's just, you get a little jaded and cynical as you get older. And, we've always said this about our birthdays too. Like, I don't give a fuck about my birthday. Who cares? Like, whatever. It's not a big deal. And I feel the same way about the like Earth's birthday where, oh, now it's 2026. Like, it feels crazy. But again, there's like nothing to it. So I don't know. I guess I'm a little jaded and cynical. The only reason that I wasn't here for the podcast is because Crystal wanted to get away for a little vacation.
I don't blame her.
And we went to North Carolina, which was nice. And when we were there, we had a 70-degree day, which was dope as fuck. And we also had a 65-degree day, which that day was cloudy, but the 70-degree day was actually 71 and sunny. Man, that was a good reminder of like, bro, you're almost there. Like, you don't have to wait that much longer. We'll be in the spring. Like, everything will be chilling. And so that was nice to get away. But I did miss my show. I did like a mini show, and now I'm back in the studio. So I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was actually your sister posted something on Instagram or something. It was like a story post, and it was like, it was a meme, but it was almost like, I'm paraphrasing, but it was just like, I don't remember it being this cold when we were, in high school or going out to bars and shit like that, wearing no coats and stuff. Now, I don't know what it is. Now that I own a home, like, so we did a lot of windows in our house. And there's still some that haven't been done. And this house was built in like the 50s or some shit like that. So it's like old ass wooden windows that like we haven't done. So like the drift or the draft comes in crazy. And I don't know if it's like windier or like colder, but even when I go outside, again, like I never used to wear a jacket. I kind of was always like, I'll just throw a hoodie on, and like if I can sprint to my car and throw the heat on, I'll be good. I just feel like now, even like short distance walks, I'm like, it's cold, like it feels colder. And I don't know if that's just some mental shit, if I'm older, my bones are more brittle, or if like global warming's affecting more, but like the cold is just hitting different now.
We haven't been used to, like, we haven't really had that many cold snaps within the past like 5 years.
Yeah.
And so now when you actually get a cold snap, you're like, damn, this is crazy. That's point number one. Point number two is, as you get older, it's true, you lose this shit called brown fat, and the brown fat makes it so, like, I'm sure you've seen kids go outside and it's like 40 degrees and they're like, I don't need a jacket, I'm fine, shut up. Like, and that's because they have more brown fat. So, like, they can feel warmer in colder weather. As you get older, you lose your brown fat more and more each year, to the point where senior citizens are always cold all the time. It'll be 70 degrees. They're like, damn, I'm cold.
Well, senior citizens always have, like, even when they're in their elderly home or whatever, they got like a knitted blanket on their lap or some shit.
Facts. That's facts. So, yeah, it's a mix of things. But, yeah, no, I hear you, man. We're not used to this shit. Like, and again, as you get older, you're like, I just want to have nice weather all the time. I don't want to deal with some nasty ass fucking cloudy, cold, snowy. Do you guys have snow on the ground up there?
There's still snow on the ground. Yes.
Damn.
It was. We were upstate in Rochester, and it was.
Yeah,
it was like a snowstorm, and we were driving in that bitch. So we did like old school. Molly's family did. I think it was. I think it's Macy's or JCPenney's, one of the two. I think it's Macy's, but they still have like photo studios in the back of their store with like backdrops and shit. So we all went and did like family photos, but like we had to drive there, and it was like a bad snowstorm up there. And Molly's car, she's got a Kia Carnival, and the tires are like bald.
Oh,
bro. It's like, when I say they're bald, it's like those shits, it's like we're ice skating. So like,
my God,
we're driving in this shit. And like, I don't like driving in snow or rain it like as is. I kind of like take it slow. And I've got friends who drive that, like, when it's snowing out, they'll still go fast. And for some reason, but like, they still, like, I remember one time we were driving back from like West Virginia or some shit, and it was OD snowy, and I was going like mad slow. And for whatever reason, when you go super slow, I don't know if you pick up more wind or whatever, like it's like worse. But like, we were swerving, and my boy was like, yo, let me drive. And he was just booking it good. And I was like, damn, how is he kind of freaking this shit? Like, how is he not sliding on this shit? So long story short, it was snowing like a motherfucker for Rochester. Tires are bald as fuck, and we're like ice skating on this bitch. So like,
but you got there no problem?
We got there no problem.
Oh my God.
But it was like, it was bad snow. And luckily, it makes you think like, that's upstate New York. So they had mad plow trucks out. They had like salt on the roads, all this shit. Mm-hmm. You see it when other places like don't like get snow, how bad, one, the drivers are because they're not used to it. And two, like how unprepared, the states are for shit.
By the way, that's some 1990s shit where you guys were like driving to JCPenney to take some family pictures in the back, and you were out driving in a snowstorm, and like you're like gliding all over the place. That's some throwback shit right there. I respect that, man.
I was like, how we walked through the department store, and it felt like I was in 1995 or some shit.
Felt like, good though, didn't it? It felt nice though, didn't it?
It felt nice, but it was in a mall, and like the cafeteria or the food court in the mall was like, the fucking stores there were like no good. Like they were trading food with each other. It just felt, I was like, this mall should be shut down. Like, how is this still? It was like, it was kind of depressing low key. And like the same thing as the department store. It was like kind of cool to like take a time travel back into it.
Yeah.
Like there was a, like kind of similar to what you did at Lord & Taylor's. Like there was a lady working holiday season in the perfume section. And I was just like picking shit up, kind of smelling it. And she was like, you need help with anything? And I was like, damn, like people still like do this shit. Like, so it kind of was a throwback, but also like, it was a little depressing because I was like, I don't know how this is just like some sustainable shit,
I need to, at some point, I need to take you to the mall by me because I call it the most poppin' mall in America, dog. Like we got one mall that services this whole giant area because it just happens to be a rural enough area where there are like, you don't have multiple options. So there's like one mall,
that one shit.
And if you live within fucking 80 miles of that bitch, everybody's going to that shit. And so you go there, it is always busy, dog. It actually makes you feel like, to your point, you are back in 1994 or some shit. Yeah. Because the problem is so many malls, like they built too many malls and they built them too close to each other. And then you had the rise of Amazon. Everybody was doing online shopping. And so like so many of the malls went under. But like if you happen to still have a good location and you're the only game in town when it comes to shopping in person,
yeah,
shit just still gets packed. In fact, sometimes I wish that shit would slow down a little bit because we're there like on a weekend and I'm like, damn, how is this so busy?
but are people like going there as some like get out of the house? Like I just feel like it's so like when I go to the mall, it's to get out of the house. It's to like get like I'm not going into a store to really look to buy some shit. Like if I'm gonna buy some shit, I'm buying it online. Like I don't know what.
No, I think people are still buying there. Like they're buying at the mall. But I will say it's not nearly as many young people there. Like when we were younger, it was like go in high school, you would go to the mall to hang out.
See, now that's what I thought it would be is young people going.
See, now, you go there and you look around and everybody's like 25 plus.
Oh, interesting.
They're either there by themselves or they got their like young kids with them. It's very rare you look and you go like, oh, that's a bunch of 17-year-olds or whatever, you know? So it's like still millennial-ish people that will go to the mall. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not there at the right times to see the younger ones. But like, it looked to me like it's still the slightly older demographic that's still going.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, it's just like I drove past the Galleria today and it was like all boarded up.
Shut down ski, right? Like, and there's nothing that replaced it?
No, my friend was saying that, like, I think they're gonna like demo the whole thing, like demolish the whole spot, and like
that hurts. That hurts me because when I look at the Westchester, it shows like what's happened to America too at the same time because the Galleria, which was the like lower income mall, like the working class mall, that shit had most of the stores that I liked, and I'd always go there over the Westchester. Now you go to the Westchester, that one is still open, but you walk through and like the stores are way too bougie. The stores are way too expensive, way too bougie. It's all like designer shit. And it's like, I don't want that. I want the shit that was in the Galleria.
Well, like Hot Topics or some shit like that.
Yeah, just, some normal ass shit. Like I don't want to have to, you got to spend what, like fucking $300 on a fucking t-shirt because it's some designer. Like, fuck that. I'm not doing that. And so it's just sad because the working class one is down and out and the top 1% mall is still in existence. And it's like, how the fuck did this happen?
So speaking of New Year's, did you not watch any of like the New Year's Rockin' Jockin', any of these like shows or anything like that?
Bro, I haven't watched that shit since like 2007, homie. Like I've never watched that shit.
There's I think there's a picture that goes around on Twitter of like, obviously Dick Clark is dead, but like they show him every year, like his face is just
older. Yeah, they propped up his carcass.
Dick Clark's like rocking New Year's Eve, and his face is just like completely mush.
Skeleton, yeah.
It's kind of, and I wrote this down because I wanted to ask you. It's kind of, and like you've out and said it, like you wear makeup for your show and shit like that.
Yeah, of course.
I feel like Ryan Seacrest has gotten to a point where like he's kind of ODing with the amount of like how much he's doing to his shit. Like last night, I put out a short and it looked like he got his eyebrows done, which cool, whatever. You want to do what you want to do. But his shits look like they started mid-eye. So that was one. And then even my mom was like, yeah, like he kind of looks like a Ken doll. Like he's trying.
Oh yeah, I see him now.
Like, perfect persona shit. And like he looked like super skinny. Like it looked on some shit like he might have some sickness or some shit. Like it looked kind of weird.
Yeah, so a couple things about him. He used to be, when he was younger, when he was a kid, he was fat. I don't know if you ever saw that picture of him when he was fat.
No, I haven't seen
But
that.
like I think it might be one of those, I don't want to read too much into it, but from my perspective, it looks like it might be one of those situations where like when he was younger, he was probably bullied because he was overweight. And then now as he got older, he had like a glow up. But now like you said, he's getting up there in age now. And like he probably got the plastic surgery going. Like you said, he's too skinny. And he's hanging on a little too tight, bro. Like, I don't know. The role that he played always sort of annoyed me. Like I'm the announcer guy, but I'm the guy who's going to be with you during all these big moments. And I'm this generically good-looking G.I. Joe-ass motherfucker. Like, yeah. I always sort of hated that. And yeah, like, as you get older, you sort of got to let it go a little bit, dog. Like, the other thing is I see he's old as fuck now, and he still hasn't grown a beard. How does he not understand?
His 50s or some shit.
But how does he not understand that, like, the equivalent of male makeup is a beard? Like if you give yourself a little bit of facial hair, that does a lot of fucking heavy lifting. I don't know. Did you see that clip that was going viral? Some dude getting his hair cut and
yes,
yeah, you
I
saw
know
that
exactly.
shit, bro.
He had the Duck Dynasty beard,
They
and
did
it looked
him
kind of gangster on
he
him.
He looked good with the beard, and then
Yes.
now to be fair, his haircut did look good, but they did that man dirty by cutting off his shit and just leaving a mustache because you saw the meanest double chin with the meanest recessed ass chin, and it's like, bro, you had to not touch that beard or just clean it up a little bit. Like,
I don't know how
he brought himself down like 5 points, bro.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He went from like a 7 to like a 2. You know?
Yeah. That one was bad, and it was bad because like they gave him a nice fade, but all they had to do was leave the beard on his shit or trim the beard.
They fucked it up,
and that's like to like your point. Like some people just have a look, and he should have known like my chin is fucked up. Like James Harden. He must know that whatever's under his beard,
some shit
doesn't fit his face, like his face proportionally.
Yep.
And he just has that big ass beard, so he leaves it. I think low key for Harden, I think his teeth are real fucked up. So like,
yes, that's
kind
right.
of like I think he's getting Invisalign, and like so he wears the mouth guard shit. So maybe when his teeth are like straight, maybe he'll get rid of his beard, but like that's his cover up for it. Like, use your beard as some disguise shit to cover up whether it's acne or whether up like you got a chin that's inverted or some shit. But yeah, I saw that one and I was like, damn, that dude done fucked up like getting rid of that beard because he
fucked you up, bro.
Dumb long to grow, and now you just look crazy.
He fucked him up so bad. So yeah. Anyway, Ryan Seacrest has to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
That especially as you get older as a guy, bro, you can cover half of your face with a beard. And then, like, any wrinkles you have, they're gone. Like, nobody can see those shits. Like, you're good. So, anyway, he's sort of like a sad story, in my opinion. You know, like, what a weird role in society, too. Like, I'm Mr. Cool Guy who's generically good looking, who's going to, like, nobody's going to miss you when you're gone, dog. Like do something a little more substantive, you know?
I know. And I feel like he's the type that, like, he really cares about.
He does.
Like his legacy type of shit.
That's right. Yeah.
Like, the most gangster shit I saw, it was a clip of, I think it was like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and it might have been like Sugar Ray Leonard were on the Arsenio Hall show or some shit like that. I don't know if you ever saw this clip, but it was so gangster. And Arsenio Hall was like, he asked Tyson, like, can you beat this dude right here or something? And even Tyson was like, I bow my head, like, this is the greatest right here or some shit like that. And then they asked Muhammad Ali, like what's your legacy or some shit like that, or what do you want to be remembered by or some shit. And I don't remember what he said, but it was almost just like, that shit don't matter. Like, when I'm dead, you know, like, and I was like, damn, like, that shit is so gangster. Whereas if you ask like a Ryan Seacrest that question, he'd probably be like, oh, I want to be remembered as like the greatest, you know, MC New Year's Eve dude. Like, who cares? Like, you're dead. Who cares about that shit? You know, I don't know. Does that mean anything to you? Like some legacy type shit?
It's easy for Muhammad Ali to say that when his legacy was already secured.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You're already viewed as the GOAT. And on top of that, you were a badass politically where you protested going to the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
So everybody looks at you like a real one, like you're a real truth teller on top of being the GOAT.
Facts.
So like his shit was secure. So for him, he's got to say, it's just like how whenever they ask Michael Jordan, like, who do you think the GOAT is? He's like, hey man, that's not for me to decide. It's like Michael Jordan can afford to do that because everybody knows he's in the GOAT spot to most people. You know what I'm saying? True. So like they're in a unique position. But yeah, for everybody else, I mean, it's sort of a tough question to answer, you know, because like we're all just people, you know, exactly. We're all just people. And at the end of the day, like, I don't know, everybody wants to be remembered and thought of positively, but you can only control what you can control. And then you got to let the rest of the chips fall where they may. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you see Chappelle's new stand-ups?
I did. Me and Crystal actually watched that. Yeah.
What'd you think about that?
I thought some of it was good. I still, to this day, I don't think he topped Killing Them Softly.
Yeah.
I don't know if Killing Them Softly was his first stand-up or not, but that one was goated. Like that one was like probably one of the best specials I've ever seen. It was okay. Obviously, you know, the thing that was annoying to me was he was defending doing his set in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
That was annoying.
It was like a big part of his set was like,
yeah, it was so annoying. He went after Bill Maher.
Yep.
And it's like he made a fair point going after Bill Maher, but like don't like you fucked up by going to Saudi Arabia. Own that shit.
Yeah.
own it, and he's not owning it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was okay. It was mid, I'd say. There were some
Yeah.
jokes that were funny. It was intelligent. That's what I'd say about it. To say something positive is like he's a smart guy, and like the way he weaves stories together is interesting.
Yeah.
You know,
I also but I like Chappelle, and to your point, yeah, he's super intelligent. I think like, and not that like it's bad that he's become this person, but like he's almost like become like this voice of reason type shit, where it's just like you're a comedian, like you used to say funny jokes type of shit, but now like you're kind of transitioned into this like
trying to be like on political commentator type.
Yeah, some like
holier
holier than thou.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like
Mhm.
political commentary, like this is where we're at as a country shit, where it's just like we've never really looked at Chappelle like that, and he's transitioned into that role where it's like it's not bad. It was interesting to kind of learn of like, you know, Jack Johnson or whatever and like all this shit. But it's kind of like it's just like I've never looked at Chappelle as that type of person that I'm looking to kind of give me the reasons of like where we are as a society, you know?
Yeah, and also like he was viewed as legendary for a hot minute when he left his show and like left behind $30 million to go to Africa because he didn't like the message his show was delivering. That was like legendary. Now he ruined all of that because he took a massive bag from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So like all that work you did of like I'm the uncorruptible guy, I'm the principled guy, like now everybody looks at you like no, you're not. Now you're corruptible. Like now we just saw it happen. So he sort of ruined it a little bit. And that's what sucks is he'll never get that back now. Like so many of these comedians just ruined their name. Bill Burr ruined his name. Dave Chappelle ruined his name. Like he even did that. Like he had to throw in a stupid fucking trans joke again. Like he did his whole last special was about shitting on trans people. And now this one, he couldn't help but do a joke about a trans person being attacked by a falcon he brought on stage or some shit. And it's like, really, bro? I don't know. It just seemed like he's getting a little lazy in his old age, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like he's letting it slip a little bit. He's got a little bit, he's on like some boomer shit mentally at the moment, you know?
Yeah. The one thing that was interesting was I didn't know about the John McCain shit of like he was the only one that voted like against Martin Luther King's whatever.
He wasn't, and that's part of the thing is like
really?
Yeah, like he artistically embellishes stories.
Yeah.
Where I don't think that was the exact vote. The exact was like 70 something to 30 or something like that. Okay. But like, yeah, and I don't think Dave Chappelle actually went to John McCain's funeral. Like he has artistic license where he like sort of makes shit up. He'll take a story and embellish it to make it perfect, you know?
Yeah.
But he's just good at storytelling, which is why he gets away with it to the point where everybody's, oh damn, that's crazy. But you look it up and it's like, that's not exactly right, you know?
Yeah. So quickly before so New Year, we're going to go hard on the channel. So I wanted to kind of show some of the celebrity photos I had. But before I got to that, I kind of just wanted to get your thoughts on, you didn't really watch much of the New Year's shit, but it was kind of surprising to me that like every artist they had was on some like old school shit. Like they had Ja Rule, they had Jennifer Lopez.
Really?
They had New Kids on the Block doing some shit.
Really?
50 Cent. Like it was dope,
Damn.
but it also was like, are there not any new artists for 2025 that like they have to tap into all the old school shit? So like they had New Kids on the Block and dog.
They look old as fuck now. I'm
old
sure.
As like there's one dude.
They got to be 60, bro. Right? They got to be like 60 years old now.
They were doing. So like here's my thing. Like people lower their bar because it's like yeah they're older now so they can't do as much dance shit. They were doing so much dance shit that even I was like pump the brakes. Like you don't have to show us that you could still all dance. Like they look like they were struggling through the shit. And I was just like, it's too much. Like put them out for 2 songs. They had New Kids out on the Block for mad long last night, man. And like, I don't know. It just it was weird that like they Diana Ross, she was old when like she was in her prime.
Oh my God, bro.
She still was singing in Times Square last night, dog.
Oh my God. That's so crazy to me. Like, what did they expect that no Zoomers were going to watch? So they didn't put any like Zoomer there was no like drill rapper up there? Like, what the fuck?
There was no new people. And it, like seeing Diana Ross on that shit, one, I mean, not for nothing, however old she is, she's still out there singing and like on stage and shit. So shout out to her, like, because she walked through like a crowd, got on stage, sung her shit, and then like she sang the I'm coming up
for real. Wow.
World. I feel like that was
she is.
like a Diddy song too, right?
Well,
think
yeah, they used it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Diana Ross age. She's 81 years old, bro.
That's
She was performing at 81. What the fuck?
Yeah. So they had a lot of people that, and I was just like, and Pitbull's one that like he can look exactly how he looks until he's probably like 90, just because he's got that like bald with the sunglasses shit.
Yeah, you can get away with it. That's right.
He kind of freaked his shit, but like it was just they just threw it back to like all old artists, and I kind of was like, it is 2026. Like throw some new people out on that bitch.
I mean, it gets a little sad, right? Like I've seen videos of like Backstreet Boys performing in like 2023 or whatever, and it's like, man, some things are just a younger person's game, bro.
Yeah.
Like some shit is just because even like you said with the dancing, there's some as you get older, like your body just gets stiffer. And so some of these moves you're trying to pull off, like you need the youth in it in order to pull it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you can't be up there looking like a stiff ass grandpa trying to hit the move. Like it just doesn't work, dog. So, and it's a shame, but it is what it is. But I would just say my advice to the older artists out there, if you still got the voice, you can do the singing, right? But the dancing. Yeah,
chill
like
a
little bit.
Microphone in front of you, like
hit me with a little two-step shit. Like hit me with like a simple move where you and your background dancers all do this simple shit, but leave the OD shit to them, like to the younger dancers. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
There's one dude, and I don't know New Kids on the Block like that. Like Donnie Wahlberg, he's just riding on the like Mark Wahlberg, like Wahlburgers family.
Right. Yeah,
like, he kind of keeps New Kids on the Block and the Wahlburgers afloat just off of his name.
Donnie Deutsch, no, not Donnie Deutsch. I'm sorry. Jordan Knight is another
Jordan Knight. He's like the main, like he kind of looked good for his age. He was like the main guy. There was one dude who they definitely threw in the back because he wasn't holding his own. I don't know if he's like a Hispanic looking dude, but he was struggling through the shit that I was just like, damn, maybe either like replace him or leave him off the shit. But they were one that kind of looked old. But all right. So that being said,
he's 55, by the way. Jordan Knight. I just looked it up.
Yeah, like at 55, like hang it up. They like you could retire. Like like there's you don't gotta be going that hard.
There's like a hard cap when it comes to like boxing. Think of boxing.
Yeah.
Once you get over once you have a 5 in your shit, like anything over 49 is like dog. And I know some people, like, who was it? Bernard Hopkins. There was some boxer who boxed up until like they were 50 and they were freaking it.
Yeah.
But like for most people, bro, if there's a 5 in that bitch, it's time to retire, you know? And for singers, like, if you have the voice, you can do it, but you got to know your other limits with the dancing. That's the point I'm trying to make, you know?
Well, that's why when they were like, oh, Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson, I was like,
bro, he's like 62 years old. Like, yeah, what the fuck are we talking about?
He can't even walk. So
I know, bro, it literally is like, that's how powerful people's like memories are, is like in everybody's memory, they're imagining Tyson in like 1992, walking to the ring, looking jacked as fuck.
That before I saw him, like
everybody, because certain people just in your mind, they hit like legendary status where they're like, that person is just always
even Jordan. Like if Jordan went out on a basketball court, I'd be like, he could still drop 30.
Of course. Well, maybe not 30, but like 20, sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like when Kobe died, we were like, that doesn't happen. Like he can't die. That's not a thing.
Every time Tiger goes out for the Masters, I'm like, he's gonna be top 10.
Bro, Tiger you'll get a notification once a year saying he had a new fucking back surgery, and everybody's reaction, he'll be back. Like if that was anybody else, you're like, it's over, right? Yep. And Tyson hit that level to everybody mentally, where it's like, that's Mike Tyson. Like he's the baddest man on earth.
Yep.
But people forgot, like, motherfucker's like 60. What is he, like 65 now or some shit?
He's probably got to be older than that.
How old is Mike Tyson? Let me see.
And his legs were like toothpicks. Like he said after.
59.
Oh, wow.
He's 59 years old right now. So Jake Paul boxed a fucking, 57-year-old at the time, was it?
Yeah, something like that.
Like, dog, that's nothing to be proud of. Jesus Christ.
Did you see Anthony, is it Joshua?
Anthony Joshua beat his ass, yeah.
Well, like then his car crash shit. And
I did see the car crash thing too. Yeah, that's crazy.
That shit was wild, man. Like that shit was nuts. Like when I saw that, and then like,
wait, is there a video of the car crash?
There's not a video of the car crash. There's a video of like him getting out of the car.
I saw a picture of them pulling him out of the car. I saw that.
Yeah, there's like a video of him getting out of the car, and he's like in excruciating pain, and he's like, chill, like, you know, but like,
Apparently he's good now, though. They said he's
yeah,
fine.
he's good, but like whoever,
Somebody else died. I
back,
think somebody
yeah,
else died.
two
in this
people
shit.
died in this shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All right. So let's get, so to kind of back it up a little bit, I've been teasing this for a while, and I'll put
Bro,
some
I'm excited.
shorts out too.
Sorry to cut you off, but let me just tell everybody, I've been waiting for this day.
Yeah,
he's
been saying it for a while.
My internet is on point in Virginia. Like, I'm chilling here. I'm happy. I've been saying for a minute, Corin's got to pull up. He's got so many pictures with celebrities. I was like, we got to do an episode where we go through your celebrity pictures. And that day is here, y'all. That day is here.
So I'm going to start with this one here, just because the GOAT today, let me bring it on. You know who that is?
Jadakiss.
Yeah, man. So like the reason I'm starting with Jadakiss, I don't know if you watched Mamdani's inauguration today.
I saw some of it. I didn't like watch the whole thing, but I saw some clips.
At the end, he quoted Jadakiss. He was
oh my God.
He was like, "We outside," and I was just like, he seemed like I like that he's just like, he's current, he's fresh, like he's like with the times. He understands, like,
he's one of us. He's a millennial,
media.
bro.
Exactly.
He's one of us. Yeah.
And so him quoting Jadakiss made me just think, like, one, how cool Jadakiss was. So I met Jadakiss in Las Vegas, man. Like, so this is Las Vegas.
Do you remember why you were there?
I was there for a Wilson event. It was, I think it was the Super Bowl.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Yeah. So what was this, like 2022? When was this?
Let me see. Before my like computer freezes, Las Vegas Super Bowl was 2023.
2023. Okay.
Okay. I was coming from dinner. I'm walking out of, this is the Bellagio, and I see just a bunch of like hood looking dudes, and I was like, all right, I fuck with that. And like, so if you see behind his right shoulder, like that's his crew. They're all wearing like New York hats.
Oh,
a lot of them say like Dipset on it. Not Dipset. They say whatever his like crew is. I'm blanking on it right now.
The Locks
might have been like rough. Yeah, the Locks. There you go. You got it. So they got the hats that say the Locks on it, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I look, and it's him, and I was like, oh shit, like that's Jadakiss. So they're waiting on like the taxi line, like just regular ass people. So his boys go and get the taxi, and I'm like, yo, like Jadakiss, like huge fan, man. Like, you're the GOAT. Can I get a picture? And was the coolest dude. And to even back it up, and I don't think I told him this shit, but I should have. So he's like notorious for like being outside in like Yonkers, like he reps Yonkers, like
Cross County.
Yeah,
like, people see him at Cross County all the time, the outdoor mall.
He's just outside. I saw him at an IHOP one time. Like, I was with my dad on Central Ave, and I saw him at an IHOP. And I didn't tell him, but I should have. But it was the coolest dude. Took a picture, dapped him up, told him like he was my favorite rapper type of shit, and then he just went on his way.
Didn't he come into the ice cream store you used to work at one time? Or it's either that or there's a different story where like he hit on some girl who you knew who went there or something?
Raymond Felton hit on Molly one time at the Nordstrom's that she worked at. She had her boy like go up to Molly and ask her for her number. But Jadakiss, I don't think Jadakiss was one that like he never came into the ice cream store or anything like that. But he opened up a smoothie shop. He's like big into fitness now. Like he like goes to the gym and can do like crazy fitness shit. But the reason I started with him is just because Mamdani like quoted him, and like he was
New York legend, bro. New York legend right there. And I think that like he always was huge in New York and in the Northeast, but I don't know if he ever had the hits that would make him like a national presence. So for him, the level of fame that he is, when every now and then when somebody says to him like, oh shit, Jadakiss, like you're the GOAT, he's probably like, that's what's up. Thank you for saying that shit. He's not on some level like on some Justin Bieber shit where Justin Bieber can't walk down the street anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Jadakiss can, and just it's a perfect level where people be like, every now and then will be like, oh, I love you, bro. You're the man. And that's like, it's a good level of fame. You know what I'm saying?
100%. And
so shout out to him, man.
He wasn't getting hounded. He wasn't like, people weren't rushing to him. So I think he kind of appreciated that I hit him with some like just gangster, like, yo, you mind if I get a quick picture? Like, he was super cool. So that was what I'll start with. Now let me go.
And by the way, and let me also tell the audience, every single one of these pictures, you need to picture me laying in my bed in my boxers with shirt off, and it's like 11:30 at night. I'm watching fucking TV, and like I get a text message from Corin, and I open it up, and every single one of these is just like, oh shit, there's Corin with another A-list celebrity. That's crazy. Like every one of these, bro.
I feel like this was also like I don't know. I have like a good knack for just knowing like if I see a celebrity or like how to approach a celebrity or just weirdly being in the same location as a celebrity. So here's another one here.
Ben Stiller. That's an old school picture too.
Super old school. So I looked it up. This was 2015.
2015. Wow. I would have guessed, looking at that, I would have guessed like 2012, bro.
Yeah.
I would have guessed like 2012.
Now, if you look at him, he's like super gray. He wears like glasses. But he's kind of giving the Zoolander look a little bit in this photo.
A little bit. I see it. Where was this one? This was at the Knicks. This was at the MSG, right?
Yeah, this was February 5th or 16th. This was I think this was the NBA All-Star game when New York had the All-Star game. He pulled up to New York. Pulled up to New York. He's a big Knicks fan. So he was at like this little lounge in the back. And low-key, like a lot of these photos probably would have got me fired back in the day. But I used to just roll up on every celebrity and get a picture with them. But Ben Stiller was like, I mean, he's goated, man. He's one of the fucking best actors.
So true. So true. I love that you were just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going for it because Corin used to work for the Knicks.
Yeah.
And he took advantage though. Anytime he saw somebody, he was like, I want this. I'm getting this shit.
I think this in the back right here with the cow suit. You see that?
Yes.
That could be like some Walt Clyde Frazier maybe wearing his cow suit.
Oh, yeah. That could be.
All right. So let's go through Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, Melo wearing a Knicks jersey, which makes it that much cooler, bro. That makes it that much cool. Now, here's my question to you. Were there players who sort of low-key fucked with you on some, like, either know your name type shit or dap you up type shit? Were there any players that you were around that it was on some level like that?
For the Knicks, not really. I would say when I interned with the Jets, there was a wide receiver, Jericho Cotchery, who was, like, one of the best receivers on the Jets at the time. He fucked with me because they had this like chef dinner event, and like I was like his liaison for the whole night. And he was like a country dude, and I was just a New Yorker, so like everything that went through him kind of had to get buffered through me. So I would kind of like shoot shit down or just be like, yo, you want to like do this type of shit? And he was cool that like he respected my gangster a little bit, where he was like, nah, I don't really want to go over and talk to that dude. And I'll be like, nah, he's not interested. So when I saw him at games, he would like show me love, which was like, it made me feel like a fucking like,
that's amazing.
Like for you, I mean, like there's young people that I'm sure like that you bless with like, just acknowledging them. And they're like, damn, like Kyle just acknowledged me. So like, I don't think these athletes realize that like even them just showing love to like an employee or a regular ass person.
Right. Yeah.
Like, so a lot of the players, even on the Knicks, whether they know my name or not, if they're just like, hey, what's up, man? Like, goes such a far way with like, damn, like he remembers like me from some shit, you know?
Totally. I do remember one story you told too, that Russell Westbrook was sort of eyeing you a little bit. Remember that?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Russell Westbrook was looking at Corin like he was a fresh piece of meat, staring at him up and down, bro.
Yeah, Westbrook's a little sus, but but yeah, no, there's some players that like you could see that like they remember you from something, and whether they know what that thing was. Like Raymond Felton, I worked with him at a couple different events, and like when I would see him outside of that shit, he would show love, and like I appreciated that shit. And Melo was the same way. Like he was cool with that, where like he would remember your face and like show love if he remembered you, you know, which was cool.
Raymond Felton, man, it's so crazy. I've seen pictures and videos of him since he stopped playing in the NBA, and yeah, he blew up, bro.
He got big.
I was like amazed by it. I was like, damn. When he was playing ball, like that was the thing that was keeping him normal sized. As soon as it stopped, then he blew up like a balloon. You know what 100%. I'm saying?
Yeah, and that, I mean, that goes to like all they do every day is like work out. You know, like
totally.
Low key, someone hit me today, and you remember him, David R. He went to Newark High School.
Yep. I already know who you're talking about. Yep.
He hit me. I saw him today, and he was like, hey man, like, are you still like, you still work out? Like, you were in like really good shape one time. And I was like, fuck, man, like, why'd you even have to say that shit? Because I'm not, but I was at one point. So like, a lot of these athletes, when they're in their prime, all they do is fucking work out every
Why?
single day, you know?
Why did he hit you up and ask that?
No,
When
I
was the last time you
I
even
saw
talked to
him.
him?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
you saw him.
I saw him at the Westchester Knicks shit. And I was like, well, you could see by my arms I'm not working out, so don't hit me with that shit, bro. Like,
Does he work? Does he work
yeah,
there?
he calls the games. He calls the games.
No shit.
Yeah, he's nice with it. Like, he's always been calling. He called, New Rochelle High School games and Syracuse games.
Bro, you know that he was on the golf team with me, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we were number 1 and number 2 on the golf team.
Oh, that's kind of gangster.
That's what I'm saying. So tell him I say hi because it's been a fucking long ass time, man. And the fact that you mentioned him immediately in my head, as soon as you said his name, I was like, oh shit, he was the number 2 golfer when I was the number 1 golfer on the high school team.
I didn't even know he played golf. Damn.
Unless I'm thinking of the wrong person, which I don't think I am.
No.
Based off what you said,
yeah.
I think I'm thinking of the right dude. In fact, I'm gonna text it to you right now.
We've also said this before, and I gotta take a piss in a second. But we went to high school with Wynton Marsalis' son, and in the
that was my boy, bro.
He had a picture of Wynton Marsalis, and I was like, damn, like we met him. He came to our soccer game and like sat. You might have been playing. I was a sub, so I sat on the bleachers, and he was like talking to us, and I was like, I didn't appreciate at the moment that was Wynton Marsalis, but like he kind of is like he's kind of like the Michael Jordan of like some
OD, and I didn't realize it either. And I don't know if you know, I was really close with Wynton. We used to play soccer at lunchtime every day.
Oh, that's what's
and
up.
So like Wynton, I was super close with. Kishmar, I was close with too.
Yep.
Ricardo, I was close with too.
Sal.
But like Wynton, like I was close with him. Sal too. I was really close with Wynton, and then to learn that his dad, is on some OD famous shit is kind of crazy.
Yep. All right, let's go to next. I don't know who's next. Oh, because
Porzingis.
I think he's retired now, but
no. He's on. Oh fuck! I just saw him the other day. He's hurt, but he's playing.
Oh, is he with Atlanta?
Is Porzingis? I think that's right. Or Atlanta. That's right. So he was on the bench. But I think he's on Atlanta now. So they had to move him recently. Like he had to get traded recently, I feel.
Yeah, I think he was with the Celtics. Maybe
he was with the Celtics last year with the Celtics. Then he I don't know if it was Celtics right to Atlanta or if it was like Celtics then somewhere else and then Atlanta. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it might have been a stopover somewhere real quick. But he was super cool. This might have been his rookie season, and it was there was a lot of hype for him, man. And he was just a cool ass dude. Yo, can I grab a quick photo? And like my whole approach to doing this shit is like, you got to have like a wingman with you that you can hit him with the phone. Like, yo, here's what I'm going to go up to him. I'm going to stand next to him real quick. Just hit me with a banger.
Yep.
But always just on some polite shit. Like, hey man, can I just grab a quick photo? Would you mind? And like judge their mood too. Like, obviously if you see someone's like, I don't know if I'll get to it on this one, but Jamal Murray, the point guard for the
course.
Nuggets?
Yeah.
I was in Vegas, literally getting off my plane, going to like the train terminal shit. And he must have been on a bender or something, but like he's coming off of the trolley, like going towards the terminal. So he's leaving Vegas. I'm just getting there. Sunglasses on, hat low, earphones in. And I was like, yo, that's Jamal Murray. Like, I think I can hit him with a quick, like, can I take a photo shit? So I'll find the photo. I don't know if it's in this album, but you could see he just doesn't want to take the photo at all. But he still does it. Because I set it up nice, but you gotta read the room.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the sign. The sign is the sunglasses and the hat low and the earbuds in. Like that's the sign right there.
How are you? I mean, how are you? You get approached and shit. You think there would ever be a point where you would say to someone like, "Hey, man, I'm just eating dinner. Like, don't fuck with me," type of shit?
They would have to be really, really, really like socially dense in order for it to get to that point.
Yeah.
Because in my experience, there hasn't been a single person that's been like that. Mm-hmm. So like they ask that, like they'll ask for a picture in like a respectful way or reasonable way. Oftentimes they'll say they know me and they watch the show or whatever. And then I'll be the one to be like, you want to take a picture?
Yeah. I've seen that.
Because people will oftentimes like, they'll be, oh shit, it's Kyle. Oh my God, bro, I watch your show. It's really cool. And it doesn't even occur to them in the moment to be like, yo, let me get a picture.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you want to take a picture? Like, let's take a picture real quick. So
I appreciated that shit. That was kind of gangster. You did that one time we were in LA. there was a couple sitting down eating in the patio shit. And we were walking around the
I
Staples
remember this.
Center,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Oh my god, man! Like, Kyle, like,
Watch
you
your
know,
show. I was just watching it.
yeah."
Yeah.
And you're like, "You want to take a picture, man?" And he was like, so like happy to take a picture. So I was like, "Damn, that was kind of gangster." That guy was just like knew that he would want a picture, and like you invited this shit.
Yeah, so that's what I try to do, but I've never had anybody who's like doesn't get the social cues, you know? Like
Yeah.
I feel like depending on how many people, it depends on the scenario and like what's happening around you. If there's like a long line waiting and it's like Politicon and then we got to keep it moving, then
Yeah.
it's like, 2-minute maximum, little conversation, picture, and then keep it moving. But if we're just out there in the world and somebody sees us, I feel like there's, like 3 to 5 minute conversation is cool, picture is cool. Like I haven't seen anybody who it hasn't been the case. Like me and Crystal are at dinner, we're sitting there eating, we're like having a serious conversation or something, and then somebody butts in and they want to take a picture. Like everybody's been respectful and like socially intelligent about how to approach it, and like when there's an opening and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you're good with that shit.
Stinky's attacking me.
All right, let's see who's
The
next on the
Stinky
list.
Goo. Come here, Stinky.
Oh, what are our thoughts on
Stinky
him now?
On Cornel West, he's still cool.
Okay, cool.
He's still cool. Yeah, we
This
fuck with
was
Cornel West.
this was at a Chicago Bulls game, ironically. And I think I was walking in through security and I saw him there, and like I kind of respect that he's on his Trump-ish shit where he wears his suit and like he wears his getup at like a basketball game. It's not on some like, let me throw an Under Armour jumpsuit on or some shit. Like he's kind of in that Trump realm where
He always wears the same thing.
always
Yeah.
wears his shit.
It's like a uniform for him.
That's
Yep.
his uniform. Is he like a reverend or some shit, or like is like he just a suit is just his apparel?
Dr. Cornel West. So he's a doctor.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what he has a doctorate in though. But he's a legendary professor and activist and shit. But he's cool. He tried to run for president for like 7 seconds and then that didn't really go anywhere. But I mean, he's a nice guy, man. He's a nice guy. Everybody who's met him says the same shit, that he's just a sweetheart,
Yeah, he was super cool. And again, I don't think I have the photo in this album, but I don't know if he was with him or they just happened to be there the same night. But Jesse Jackson, I think, was at the game too.
Jesse Jackson was with Cornel West?
I don't know if he was with him, but I think it was the same game that I saw both of them. So they might have been together, but Jesse Jackson was at that bitch too.
And that's in 2016, you're showing me?
This looks like 2016.
Jesse Jackson. I'm looking him up now because I feel like does he have serious health issues at the moment? He's still alive though. He's 84, still alive.
Cornel West wasn't in the Epstein files.
No, he was not. He was not in the Epstein files. Facts. Yeah, it's so funny how low the bar is now for somebody to be like that dude's good. Is like, well, he's not in the Epstein files,
You know what? Also, like, I have so many celebrity photos that like I've started seeing on social media now that like there's all these good AI fakes of people with like celebrities that I'm even like. There was a girl who posted a picture. Actually, she went viral because Mr. Beast responded to it, but apparently she was like an OnlyFans girl, and she posted a picture with Mr. Beast.
Oh man!
And like to get clout off of him, and he was I never took this photo with her, but it looks super real.
Yeah, that's fucking AI, man. It ruins everything. Like you got all these amazing special pictures, and now it's like, oh, I could just recreate that by typing that shit into AI.
No.
Give me like a 25-year-old Corin with this celebrity or that celebrity, and
it will look super real. Here, I'm gonna go one more. With Steph. Let me use the bathroom real quick.
Okay, go ahead. What I'm gonna tell Corin when he comes back is that I'm not sure this one counts, bro. This one, all the other ones, there was like a moment where it's like, hey, do you mind if I take a picture? Like there was like a back and forth that had to ensue. This one is like Steph Curry is just answering questions at a press conference, and then you got Corin's face in the corner, like barely showing. Look at how young Steph Curry looks there too, dog. Holy shit. He's one of those people. It's kind of funny how some people look significantly younger than their age, and then some people look significantly older than their age, and some people look exactly their age. It's kind of interesting. But he's one of those ones that always looks so much younger than his age. When he's like 70, he's going to look like he's like 45. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at that baby face. Total babyface. But yeah, so based on I can actually see the date. It says 2016, right? What does that say? February 27th. Does that say 2016? It's really small on my screen. I want to say it's 2016. So a lot of these are from the same era, it looks like, a lot of these, and it makes sense because I think that's when he was like at the Knicks, working with the Knicks. And when you work there, like MSG, man, just so many people, so many like famous people show up to MSG and they want to watch the games. And I don't know, there's no way, y'all, that he got all of his celebrity pictures because he has so many. We'd be here all night. I'm not even kidding about that, bro. I'm not sure this one counts, dog. I'm not sure I'm giving you this one.
Yeah. This one's a little bit of a stretch, but like, so the story behind this is every time I would work a Knicks game, I would have to get quotes from the players. And so my goal each night was to stand as physically like close to them as possible, just so I can get in the TV shot.
That's fucking hilarious. Well, it did kind of work, didn't it? Like you're right up on his shit, Right,
like this was pre-COVID. This was like my face was all up in his grill. All right, so this one's a little dark.
By the way, it also shows you that Steph Curry is taller than a lot of people think.
Yeah.
You're not short. You're like a regular sized dude, and look how much taller he is than you.
And this was young Steph Curry, so he might even grown a little bit more. But it was a beast. So like, I don't even think I took into account like how close I was to Steph Curry because he wasn't as great as he was now. But like, so I don't know if I was that at all. But so here's.
All right, this one is that Barkley? No,
that's Shaquille O'Neal. As dark as it was bad lighting.
Yeah, that is horrible lighting. But yeah.
It was not a great photo.
Was this like during a break when they were doing TNT?
Yeah, this was the NBA All-Star again. And I have another one with Charles Barkley. Again, the lighting was not good at all. But this was hard to take a selfie because he was so damn tall. And it kind of was like happening quick that like I had to first figure out where I had to like position my phone to get the selfie, and two, realize like this dude is dark as hell. So like this shit doesn't look good. And I can't ask him to like reposition himself.
So and what was the conversation like? Was there a conversation between you and Shaq? How did you get to the point where you took the picture? Did you just see him real quick? You're like, hey man, you mind if I get a picture? Like, is that what it was?
Yeah, there was no conversation. Like he was walking through the tunnel. And it kind of was just like hey man, can I get a quick picture? And like, I don't even know if he agreed to it or not, but it was almost just like I had my phone stuck in like selfie mode that like he almost had to agree to it by looking at how he's looking at the shit.
Yeah.
But
because he's one of the ones that he would have absolutely said yes. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes and no. I don't know. I feel like he's the type that maybe turned down a photo, not on some like I'll turn you down, but on some like I might ignore you because I'm going to pretend to not hear you type of shit or something like that,
Interesting. I just feel like I've seen him with so many people be like, yeah, let's do it,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's done a lot of good shit.
He knows he's got a reputation to live up to. That reputation is like, I'm the affable big guy, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like
I wish it was a little bit more. I wish I had gotten a better photo because that's Shaq. That's iconic, So like this one's kind of slayed.
Bro, I must be tripping because that literally looks more like Charles Barkley to me right now.
I have one with Barkley that
I know you do, and it's better lighting than this, I think, right?
A little bit better lighting. Like there's
now I see. Okay, you brightened it up.
I brightened it up a little bit.
Yeah, when you brighten it up, I could tell. Okay.
That's just on the Bulls court.
You and the Bulls. Oh wait, that's the dude from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I don't know the photos. Oh, there's Barkley. I don't know what's happening to the photos, but they're like not loading or some shit.
Okay, well, there was one with you with the dude from Walking Dead, Daryl, I think his name is.
Yep.
Oh, you with Jesse Jackson. You with Jesse Jackson.
Like
you with Charles Barkley. Still good ass pictures though. I can still see him. And people could just pause when this shit pops up if there's a.
They're not like loading. Could be my internet fucking up. Or maybe because I opened the link. I don't know.
Can you kill every other link you have up? Are there any other links you have up or no?
No, just the fucking. It might have not fully opened. I didn't test all of them.
There was Charles Barkley. There's Jesse Jackson. There's Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, they're like weirdly loading for a second and then stopping.
Oh, and then stopping? That's all right. People could just pause it when the time comes. Jesse Jackson. Jamal Crawford. Wait, was that T-Mac?
Boozer.
Oh, Carlos Boozer. Oh, my God, bro.
I don't know why they're not like loading for more than like a half a second.
You want to just exit out, and then try to
Yeah.
go back in. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Ain't no thing, bruh. Plus, I'm sure we got super chats.
Yeah, we can get to those shits. And I'll make sure, like, there's a lot of photos, so we can get to it next week too. We could start locking in on some super chats. But yeah, Jamal Crawford, our guy, he's a nominee for the Hall of Fame this year.
Really?
I think he should be a Hall of Famer.
I'm trying to think, man. Did he win a ring with anybody?
Never won a ring, but he won like 9 million Six Man of the Year's award. Like he kind of like established himself as like the best six man of all time, which is still a credible position.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he drop like 40 or 50 in the last game he played in the NBA?
Well, he came back with Brooklyn and was like beasting, and then he got injured during the COVID year. But he was maybe the oldest. He did drop 50 with the, I want to say Suns. No, he did drop 50 in like one of his like almost last shits.
Okay, no, the answer to my question is yes. He dropped 51 points in his final NBA game. April 9th, 2019, Jamal Crawford scored an incredible 51 points for the Phoenix Suns against the Dallas Mavericks, setting a record for most points off the bench and becoming the oldest player to score 50-plus points in a game.
Yeah, he's a beast.
That was literally his last game in the NBA, and then nobody picked him up after that.
Yeah, he kind of got like blacklisted from the NBA, which was kind of crazy. But he's going in the well, he's a nominee for the Hall of Fame with Blake Griffin, and I kind of was like, I don't think Blake Griffin's a Hall of Famer.
I mean, obviously, what they're doing is they're going with the theme of Lob City there, like that's what they're doing. So, but I mean, if you're going to give it to Jamal Crawford, I can see giving it to Blake Griffin too.
Yeah, I guess, but at least Crawford won like.
It's like, what is is there a criteria, like, or is there just no criteria?
I don't think.
Like,
so.
do they just is it vibes?
Yeah, I think it's just vibes.
Yeah. What is the criteria for an NBA player to get into the Hall of Fame? Let's see if it says anything. To get into the Basketball Hall of Fame, NBA players must be fully retired for 4 full seasons, becoming eligible in their 5th year, and then pass a multi-stage screening and voting process by committee based on significant career achievements like championships, MVPs, all-star nods, and overall impact, though there are no strict numerical thresholds. Yeah, you're right. So there is no like you have to at least win 1 ring. There is no you have to be an all-star or a superstar or whatever the fuck. That's interesting, man. That's interesting.
And a lot of the people that vote, like, they're biased a certain way. So I feel like for baseball, like there'll be like a Boston Globe writer who's on the Hall of Fame committee that like when Derek Jeter was up, they won't vote him in as a Hall of Famer just because they're biased towards the Red Sox or some shit like that. So like, and it's the same thing with like referees and all this shit where I always say like sports are rigged because it's like all these referees grew up like a fucking Patriots fan or a Jets fan or some shit. Like you can't.
Well, the NBA just rehired somebody who was a Boston Celtics fan. There was a big scandal, and like he was gone, and then they just brought him back.
They brought him back, and I called that shit back in the day. Like he was the ref that LeBron clearly got fouled.
Yes, and he didn't call it. I remember this. Yep.
Patrick Beverley took the camera guy's camera and showed it to him. Bro.
Yeah. And no, that's it. It's a crime that they're bringing that guy back. Like that's unacceptable.
They sent him away. He started doing college basketball games, and then literally they were just like, "No, we'll just bring you back." Like, imagine if they brought Tim Donaghy back. Right now.
My god, bro! Oh my god!
Oh, all right, let's get into some of these super chats.
All right, let's do it. King of the Viltrumite, shout out, man! Thanks for the $5. Kyle, let's say you're sworn in as president in 2029. How would you earn back the trust of the world and rebuild destroyed friendships / alliances? I mean, there's nothing like hard work, dog. Nothing like just calling people and being like, listen, man. Hey, dog, listen. I'm sending you some flowers. I'm sending you some donuts. I got some wine coming your way. And I just want to say on behalf of this country, we're sorry, man. Like this, our bad. We were going through some shit and, we just went a little crazy. We had a moment of like schizophrenia, but we're back in reality now. We're taking our medicine. We're eating our vegetables. Like, don't worry, dog. Like, we're good now. It literally is like, that's the thing. Like, politics is about human to human relationships. So like, it's everything you'd expect. It's like talking to people, explaining shit, like explaining what your ideas are now and how, hey, we want to be a nation among nations, not a nation above nations anymore. We're done with the warmongering and all this crazy shit. We're done with the trade war. So I don't know. I mean, it's that simple. And then you just got to hope people accept it, because people are well within their rights to be like, fuck the U.S. and fuck the dollar, and I'm done with them, you know?
There was a video, I don't know if you saw it, of Trump on New Year's or some shit where, like, I don't know how credible, like, it might have just been a trolling thing, but it was an actual video of Trump, and like his right leg was like kind of like all fucked up as he was walking. Then he saw the TV cameras and started walking good again. Like his leg, like he looked like he was walking a little funky.
Oh, he's got problems, bro. He's got problems.
Some shit, right?
Oh, some shit's going on for sure. King of the Viltrumites again. Thanks for the $5. Kyle, what do you think the USA will be like at the end of this term? How much damage will be done by 2029? Already dire, but imagine 3 years from now. Yeah, man. I mean, irreparable is the word that comes to mind, you know, like irreparable. I think the trends are already set where no matter what, we're in terminal decline, basically. Like this country's in terminal decline. So like, even if you have somebody who's intelligent, you have somebody who wants to fix our relationship with the rest of the world, I think people are going to I think different countries are going to get off the dollar. Eventually the dollar is not going to be the world reserve currency. We're going to be like alienated and isolated from the world. So like, I think it's irreparable damage has been done, and there could be a depression. There could be another massive war. So the worst things you can imagine are on the table. Yeah. That's what I'll say.
King of Viltrumites came in hot early.
Yeah, he did. Thanks, bro. Very kind of you. All these donations. Bro. How do we make people believe in vaccines and science again? That means trusting the experts and institutions that have failed this time and failed time and time again. Well, the thing is, like, what they're doing now is failing even harder. Like, we're already having like a record measles outbreak, and there's these articles about how, like, you know, you haven't hit herd immunity for like in so many different places across the country because of the anti-vaccine nonsense. So like, however bad you think the institutions failed before, the institutions, as inept as they were way better than what we're dealing with right now. So like, you know, how do we make people believe in vaccines and science again? I think they'll start very quickly as soon as they realize like, oh shit, our vaccine rates plummeted, and now we're getting sick with shit that we never would have gotten sick with in the past. You know what I'm saying? So like, I actually think that's what, in fact, I think some of that's happening right now. There's already like this backlash effect. People see how much RFK has destroyed Health and Human Services. They see the virus rates going up. Like, I really think there's already beginning to be a backlash. And like, it's just a matter of, we got to purge the government of these psychopaths, these people who don't know anything but pretend like they know shit about science and medicine. Like, no, that's an area where you actually have to give a shit about expertise. You have to give a shit about degrees. You have to give a shit about who's a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So like, we should have a law that like, you have to be a medical doctor to be head of HHS. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need shit like that kind of reform in order to try to get the train back on the tracks.
One thing from the Chappelle skit that was mad funny was he was talking about that comedian who had like AIDS or some shit like that. And then
I know
at the
this
end,
joke.
He's basically just like, yeah, he went to this holistic doctor and he did all this shit. And then he's like, he died of AIDS.
Yeah. Yeah. He set you up to make you think that the doctor's going to save him. This holistic doctor is going to save him. And he's
documentary
like, he died, bro.
He was like, he died of AIDS, in case you were wondering. So yeah, like, people die of fucking shit they're supposed to die of.
Scissor, thanks for the $5. Kyle, what's your favorite spicy smelling cologne / parfum? Go IU.
Indiana.
Okay, shout out to Indiana. Great question. I would say my goat spicy smelling cologne. I would say my goat all time, Gucci by Gucci Pour Homme, the 2008 version. That's my favorite cologne all time, and I think that categorizes as a warm spicy. So my absolute favorite of all time is a warm spicy, and it's discontinued, so it's hard to get. And do not ever buy fragrances on eBay, because those shits, 80% of them are fake. Like, and I'm not even kidding. It's like 80% of them are fucking fake.
Do they expire too? Like, if you buy old shit, or not necessarily? If
you keep it in like, not super hot temperatures, then no, it's fine. They last a long time. Mm-hmm. But I'm pulling up right now. I just want to make sure.
They had a lot of shit in the department store. Like, I saw Messi had his own cologne line. Like, there was a lot of different shits in there.
Yeah. Aldo has, so many people have. Okay, so my favorite Gucci by Gucci Pour Homme, the accords are woody, tobacco, aromatic, fresh, spicy is the fourth thing. So there's a decent amount of spice in there. So I would say that's my favorite spicy one. But I also love Dolce & Gabbana, the one, Eau de Parfum, that's also a spicy one. That's amazing. There's a new Spice Bomb Metallic Musk that just came out. That's a nice spicy one too. So those are some of the spice ones.
Did you
Appreciate
get anything for Christmas or anything? Or like did Crystal get you any colognes?
Yeah, so one of the things I got was there's this company called Replica, and they do these like cool fragrances that are like, it'll be called like at the beach or at the barbershop or by the fireplace, and like it's supposed to sort of smell like that. And I got like a test kit of that where it's like 10 different ones that are all from it. Yeah, and that was kind of cool. They're like the little vials of it, but like it was kind of cool. Me and Crystal actually just smelled a bunch of them, and the one I liked the most is probably by the fireplace one. Was actually very nice. I also like there was one called Under the Lemon Tree, which was good. It was very like fresh, citrusy, lemony one. So yeah, that's one of the things I got.
Nice.
Downfall Parodies, thanks for the $5. Any documentaries you recommend? Oh, definitely. We were just talking about this before, but everybody go watch the Netflix thing on Biggest Loser. Definitely check that out. The other thing is, Crystal and I are going to watch within the next day or two. There's a Netflix documentary on Hurricane Katrina. We're definitely going to watch that shit too.
Yeah, that's probably a good one.
So those are two that are out right now on Netflix, available to watch. So I would definitely say check those out.
Are you going to check the Diddy one? Did you watch that yet?
Already watched it. It. Very good.
Yeah,
it's very good. Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Worth watching.
There's
I
also
haven't seen it yet.
It's worth watching for sure.
Okay.
There's also what was it? Oh, a documentary on Epstein that I think it was it Netflix or was it Hulu? I don't remember. I think it was Netflix. But there's a documentary about Epstein, and like even if you just watch that documentary, you'll have a decent understanding of what was like actually going on with Epstein. That like he was probably an intelligence asset, and he was definitely like blackmailing powerful people, and he definitely was like a pimp who was doing underage sex trafficking. Just from that fucking documentary, you'll be able to take that away. Never mind like all the Epstein files, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you could see that from all the photos and shit that there was a lot of weirdness going on with that one.
Absolutely. Office of the President Earth. Thanks for the $5. Kyle, what do you think? What do think you atheist YouTubers like? What do I think of? I guess Aaron Ra, Seth Andrews, the Friendly Atheist, or never heard of them. Most of the people, I don't know any of the people you mentioned, but I do want to give a shout out to Rationality Rules. There's an atheist YouTuber named Rationality Rules, and I feel like he does phenomenal content, and he's been doing like a little more political stuff lately, but he's cool. Everybody check out him. Got to shout out the OG of atheist content, The Amazing Atheist. He's still doing his Deep Fat Fried podcast and Onion Nuggets shit and stuff on his channel. So definitely shout out to him too. But yeah, the ones you mentioned, I don't know them.
The Humanist Report still does his shit?
Humanist Report does, but he was never like an atheist type YouTuber. He's always been just political, you know?
Right. Thanks, Office of the President.
Cap, thanks for the $5. It's your boy, Lil Cap. Shout out Big Corin from the block in 2006, Glenn Beck's twin. Remember my name. Y'all will hear from me again tonight. Stay tuned. Okay, shout out, Cap. We appreciate you, man. Even though it shatters my soul that somebody says I look like 2006 Glenn Beck.
Lil Cap.
Alan Morgan, thanks for the $5. Article 2, Section 4 of the not the 25th for Trump. Are y'all aware of the Trump Lake Michigan incident? Tragedy at the Swiss ski resort. Yeah, so I am aware of the Trump Lake Michigan incident, and I am aware. So it was one of the FBI intake forms that like people left a tip to the FBI that Trump allegedly raped somebody, and then allegedly when they had a baby and when the baby was born, Trump took the baby out on his boat in Lake Michigan and killed the baby and threw it overboard.
Oh, that's wild.
One of the claims. And, you know, it's on an intake form, so it's not like verified or validated or anything yet. It's just something that they should have investigated. Yeah. But what people realized is he actually did have a boat on Lake Michigan. The name of the boat was Trump Princess, and it was like this riverboat / yacht type thing.
So there could be some truth to it.
In theory, yeah. So they haven't proved anything, but the fact that like the most crazy claims you can imagine on these FBI intake forms, there's always like some corroborating evidence that comes out that's like, well, I guess it's possible that happened. And so this dude, man, he's a demon. He's a demon.
You would just think all the women that he slept with in his whole life that like there had to have been some paid off abortion types of shit or some like some weirdness going on that like.
You should watch the shit I just covered, the Katie Johnson testimony. There's
Yeah.
this. She says she was 13 at the time, and she was like raped by him at an Epstein party. And she tells the whole story about like the first time he was there, he was watching an orgy, and I would jack him off, and like went through the whole shit. And I covered it. I covered it on my channel, so you can check that out. It's titled something like Trump's Accuser or something. Trump's Accuser. Trump's accuser story will leave you feeling disgusted or something like, or leave you speechless, something like that. I just covered it today.
That's the one thing that like I've always like, if he ever were to step down from being president or like do some shit to get out of the limelight, it's because he misses being with other women. Like, I don't think he enjoys, not being able to like be promiscuous without Melania, like, so
Bro,
if he's like
80, dog. When you're 80, you're not thinking about busting nuts anymore.
I feel like you're more inclined to be thinking about busting nuts and stuff when you're 80 because you're like, I'm about to go.
Your testosterone is non-existent anymore, dog. Like,
it's not like it just goes away though. I feel like if you've had that your whole life.
When you're 80, I don't know. 80-year-olds in the chat, tell me how often you get horny. Because it's supposed to be not that much,
I feel like 80-year-olds in the chat are probably like, they see like freaking Rosie O'Donnell on TV and they're like, oh man, like any female that walks past. So like for Trump, I feel like he's having a harder time not being with as many women as he was when he was running The Apprentice as he is when he's president.
He's currently trying to not die. That's what he's doing. That's the thing, is like he's got 1 foot in the grave. You know what I'm saying?
True. That's true.
Jacob, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle and Corin, thanks a lot for the DC Rex a bit ago. We saw some very long escalators, and the Mexican restaurant was a great end to the trip.
Dope.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, that I've never been steered wrong with that restaurant. Every time I eat food from there, I'm always like, damn, this place is great.
Yep. And then if you have a photo from that escalator, that's one that like when I'm still a kid, I think there's a photo of me, my brother and sister at that long ass escalator, and it's just a fucking vivid memory I have of like remembering that shit.
Eldon, thanks for the $5. Do you have any predictions for next year other than the Knicks winning the chip? What is the best gift you have ever received or given? Oh, damn, bro. That's a tough one.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Knicks. I think it's going to be Knicks Spurs.
I would say
losing to the Spurs was fucking horrible the other night.
I guess the best gift I've ever given is the wedding ring to my wife, I would say, probably. You know what I'm saying?
Answer right there.
And predictions for next year other than the Knicks winning. I've been saying, I don't know, man. I just got a feeling that I don't know if Trump's surviving this year, bro.
Damn.
I just got that feeling. It's just, he's all of those things that happen when you become like really old that are like signs that homie's on the way out. Like all of it is there. Every couple weeks his hands are bruised because they're injecting some shit into him. Like his dad had Alzheimer's. He might have Alzheimer's. He's got the swollen ass cankles, which means his blood circulation is horrible. The Wall Street Journal just did an article where they talked about how even now he's eating like a Big Mac, a quarter pounder with cheese, and a fish fillet with fries when he's fucking 80 years old and obese. So like I'm saying, man, like I don't know, he doesn't look good. He's falling asleep in all the meetings. So I don't know. Obviously I wouldn't bet on it, right? And it's obviously a bold ass thing to say, but I just have this feeling like I don't know if he's gonna make it out of this year, bro.
See, Trump is one for me, and like I hate to say it, I feel like he defies like
always, like, yeah, always.
You know,
he's always been like that, but he also wants you to think that too. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah, like he's definitely like I think you've said in this past. Take away like the spray tan, take away the makeup,
the hair,
and hair, like, and he's gonna look dumb old, and everyone's gonna be like, he's got to be going soon. One that I think may happen, and I don't want it because I don't know if Biden makes it through 2026.
Oh,
like
that's not even a bold prediction because he's got like stage 4 cancer, bro. The fact of the matter is, it's amazing he's still alive right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because stage 4 cancer, my dad had stage 4 lung cancer. Homie was gone in like a week or two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's sad shit. And it's like, they don't report on him that much. The stuff that does come out is like him walking on the sidewalk, kind of them trying to pretend he's still with it. But like, it's very, what's it, coerced, where like, it's just put out very like, in a way where you're like, well, let's see the whole footage. And it just looks like he's lost.
Yeah. It's edited, I guess.
Yeah.
Lil Cat back again. Thoughts on Tom Ford fragrances? My favorite is Tuscan Leather. It's bold and unapologetic. Also check out Bad Boy by Caroline Herrera. Okay. Shout out to you, Cap. So a couple things. Have I tried Tom
Those
Ford
are shit.
fragrances? Yes. Crystal absolutely loves on me, and I haven't got a full bottle because they're OD expensive, but she loves Tobacco Vanille, the Tom Ford fragrance. Bro, at first when I smelled it, I was like, this is sort of mid or whatever. Then I actually wore it. I had one of the little bottles of it, like the tester bottles. I wore it. Bro, it's one of those fragrances that it lasts like literally all day. Like I'm saying 12 hours, the shit smelled like it did the second I sprayed it. So it's very high quality ingredients. And the tobacco and vanilla smell, oh my God, it was so good. She loved it. She kept commenting to me like, damn, that's like one of my favorite ones.
You might have to get a bottle of that shit then.
So I think I need to get a bottle of that. The only problem is the shit is so fucking expensive. It's ridiculous. Like you pay for what you get for this shit.
Like dumb expensive.
OD.
Yeah.
So I love that one and I love Oud Wood. And I haven't tried Tuscan Leather. But I have tried like there's the Neroli one and there's like some other one, fucking Fabulous or something I tried. But to me, of the Tom Ford ones I tried, Tobacco Vanilla is incredible and Oud Wood is incredible. I kind of want a bottle of both, but like I said, they're super fucking expensive.
Do you know this Bad Boy by Carolina Herrera?
So I actually got a little tester of the, what's it called? Bad Boy Cobalt by Caroline Herrera. And bro, that shit is great. It's unique too. It's like unique. It's a fresh aquatic smell, but it's sort of unique. Mm-hmm. And I also kind of want a bottle of that, the Bad Boy Cobalt. I don't think I've tried the original Bad Boy, but I tried the Bad Boy Cobalt, and I love that shit.
Just don't get the Bad Boy by Diddy. That'll just be a bottle of
bro.
oil.
You know he actually has fragrances, right?
I believe it. I'm sure.
One is called 3 a.m. One is called Unforgivable. And there was a hot minute where he was selling shit OD like all the time. He was selling fragrances, and people were saying his shits were kind of good though.
Really?
I mean, but it's kind of crazy because when you look back at the names,
yeah,
like Unforgivable is the name of one. It's damn, you are unforgivable. Unforgivable,
like
you know.
Was one of them or some shit.
Another one was called 3 a.m. where he would have those fucking freak offs at 3 a.m. Like when you go back and read it, I don't know about all that, dog. You know.
Yeah. You put the pieces together. Oh, that's funny.
Office of the President Earth, thanks for the $5. As a guy with kids, do you think public schools should teach evolution, age of the earth, critical thinking, scientific method a lot earlier in school? Yeah, of course. Of course. I'm so done with like the catering to super religious people. Like, fuck off. Like, this is about knowledge and facts. Like, you should be teaching real shit. You know, I remember when I was a kid, my mom had me go into CCD, which is like Catholic training. You go like every Sunday or whatever, right? And I also obviously was going to regular school. And I remember like you're being taught on the one hand about like Adam and Eve and fucking however like 6,000 years ago and everybody came from them, and you're being taught that, and then you go to school and you're being taught about evolution. And I remember thinking like,
that's totally different.
This is completely different. But like I knew enough to kind of know like I'm gonna go with the actual scientist person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but like that's sort of fucked up. I don't want to put kids in that position where it's like here's some fake shit and here's some real shit. You decide. It's like stop it. You know?
Yeah. But like a lot of schools. Don't they just like pick their curriculums? Like, and some shit in Alabama is just like, we're going to teach this shit. Like,
and that's why we're cooked. And that's why we're cooked is like, they'll put OD Republican shit in there, OD evangelical Christian shit in there, you know?
Oh, God damn.
Path of Then, thanks for the $5. Democrats must run on these things in 2026, but especially 2028. One, stacking the Supreme Court, non-negotiable. I agree, because that's like, without that, the court could just block literally any positive thing we want to do. So I feel like that is a sort of a prerequisite. But shout out to you. Thanks for the $5.
Thank you.
Downfall Parodies. Thanks for the $5. JFK's granddaughter died of cancer at 35. Kennedy curse is real. JFK Jr. is the family's living nightmare. It's funny. I was just texting my mom and my sister about this too. My mom hates RFK Jr. And my sister had said that, the JFK's granddaughter died.
Yeah,
I was like, damn. And the worst Kennedy is still chilling. The worst Kennedy is still like wreaking havoc, and all the other ones who are good are like fucking living through nightmares and dying young. It's so crazy.
Yeah, they like there is some weird curse over their family, or maybe it's just highlighted more because like their deaths get like put out in the media and shit like that.
There's been a lot of
shit going on.
Statistically, so many Kennedys die like young. You know.
Yeah. Wasn't there a Kennedy that tried to run for office or
Schlossberg? He's still running, I think. And I think
really?
this was, I don't know if this was his sister or I think this was his sister or something who died. Because Schlossberg was the name of this Kennedy that died.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. RFK Jr. is fucking holding it down for his family.
OD. Golden Child, thanks for the $5. Corin and Kyle, how did your parents discipline you as kids? Would you rather live in a country with long prison sentences or canings like Singapore? False dichotomy, my friend. I mean, long prison sentences when necessary, I'm down for. But we need to make our prisons like more about rehabilitation. Like other countries have done that successfully. So like we have the ability to do that. We just don't want to do that because I feel like we're very vindictive, and we also have like a really shitty system that's geared towards punishment as opposed to rehabilitation. But to answer your question, how did my parents discipline me as a kid? I don't know. I'd say I kind of had a little bit of a mixed upbringing in terms of how they reacted. So like, when I was young, maybe my dad was a little more on the strict side. There was one time where he spanked me. That was fucking terrible. But as I got older, I feel like my mom was a little more lenient, but I did have, like, I had a curfew. I had a time I was supposed to get back. I generally tried to please my parents and like listen to what they told me. But I was sort of in the middle. On the spectrum, my parents weren't super strict and they weren't super lax. I was sort of like in the middle where they were a little strict, but also a little bit lax. And I don't know, it worked out for me, but I feel like different kids require different styles. Like some kids you're going to want a disciplinarian parent. Some kids you're going to want more of a live and let live approach. It just depends on the kid and it depends on what works,
Yeah, no, I think you said it perfectly. I feel like my parents are very similar to yours, where like, I think my dad would threaten to like spank me on some shit. And like, I'd get, this was when I was like younger, like probably 7, 8 or some shit. So I'd be like, oh shit, I got to get in line or else like he's going to spank me. I don't know if he ever followed through with it. Maybe he did a couple times. But I know parents that like Molly would say her mom would like backhand her or some shit, like it's like
it's amazing how commonplace all this was. Getting spanked, getting fucking hit by your parents.
If you do that now in public, like people will call the fucking police on you.
Of course, yeah. I mean, low key, like we shouldn't hit our kids. It's a horrible idea, like
But like sometimes maybe you do need to hit a kid to like.
Because then the lesson there is like violence is the answer, and like we can't say violence is not the answer, but then we get violent when shit doesn't go well. Now, having said that, I'm not in favor of violence, but am I in favor of a good like, bro? You go to timeout. You're losing your fucking video games. You're losing your fucking internet time. Like sometimes you got to lay down the law, but you got to lay down the law within reason. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a way to make it hurt without it physically hurting. Is my point.
True. Yeah, I just feel like it was so common for like even like I'm taking my belt off, like, and that's like was common.
So crazy
for families,
That's like, so crazy. I'm taking my belt off. Like, bro, what? That's so disturbing.
It is. Yeah, it is pretty wild. But like some kids grew up with that, and they were like, they'll look back on it and be like, I appreciated that happened, that shit. Or maybe
I don't know, man. I can never hit my kids. Could you ever see yourself hitting your girrs? Not a chance.
No.
Yeah, not a chance.
Yeah.
Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5. Kyle, did you not see in this article you read that the new Ohio ban on grace periods exempts military and overseas voters? It's bad without lying. Well, I didn't lie. I just didn't see what you're referring to. But they're going to find a way to fuck people over with that shit. Republicans are trying to restrict voting rights, basically. They're trying to come up with new ways to like make it so people, and also like just exempt them is not enough. Like people have a million reasons to want to vote from home. It's easier to vote, by mail. A lot of people do it and they're used to doing it. And they've been doing it forever. And it's just a way, as we all know, the lower the turnout, the better the Republicans do. The higher the turnout, the better the Democrats do. That's the general rule. And so Republicans try to limit the turnout as much as possible. And now their way of doing that is cracking down on mail-in voting. And this literally comes directly from Trump's playbook. So like there is no defending it.
Thanks, Matt.
Sweet Jade, thanks for the $20. Very kind of you. Hi, guys. I want to support my favorite podcast creators, but can't afford to subscribe to every platform. Which platform do you recommend that's the best for the creators? Thanks. You want to support your favorite podcast creators, but can't afford to subscribe to every platform. So which platform do you recommend that's best for the creators?
I think just like watching their shit on YouTube, like Patreon's a good one, right?
Yeah, but not everyone has a Patreon.
Oh, that's true.
So I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I want to support my favorite podcast creators, but can't afford to subscribe to every platform. Okay, so what Jade is saying is I can't afford to subscribe to like what YouTube and Substack and all these different things. which platform do you recommend that's the best for the creators? I mean, most of my favorite creators are on YouTube, so I'd say YouTube, but you don't have to pay anything to watch on YouTube.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think I'm not interpreting your question properly, and I apologize for that. But yeah, just I guess watch them on YouTube.
Yeah, support them on YouTube, like and subscribe their shit. Thanks, Jade.
Cap, thanks again for the $5. Catman back again. Yo, Kyle, check out Drake's Better World fragrances. It makes me so horny. Also, do you prefer winter or summer scents? I feel like I like heavier scents. I like warm, spicy, ambery, woody scents. So I would say I'm more winter than summer, but there are a lot of summer ones I love too, but I lean definitely more winter. And Drake's Better World fragrances. I did hear that, like, didn't Drake actually release some fragrances?
Like actual Drake, the rapper?
I think Drake, let me see, Drake fragrance. Let me just type in Drake fragrance and see what comes up. Yeah, Better World. So that's right. Better World fragrance, House Summer Mink, Better World fragrance, Summer Mink Eau de Parfum, Summer Mink De Parfum, Summer Mink sample. Yeah, so I've actually heard decent things about this, so I'll check it out. Check it out. I know he's got Dracar Noir, which is an old school fragrance, tattooed on his arm, I think.
Oh, so really?
I think he's a fragrance guy. I think he's sort of obsessed.
He doesn't have like his own like OVO fragrance or something like that.
He does. This is what.
Oh, he does.
That's what this guy's saying.
That's his thing. Better World. Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
So,
that makes sense.
M Cred Beard. Thanks for the $5. Kyle, you call out Alex Jones for saying demons are real. Do you have to not call out Emily J for saying the same thing to keep the peace? You call out Alex Jones for saying demons are real. True. But no, but it's not that. It's like he thinks demons are literally real, as in like Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton are like
demons.
Are demons, like they're Moloch or Satan or whatever the fuck. When I say about the right, like they're demons, I just mean like they're metaphorically they're demons, like they're bad evil people. Incarnate, not like they're not like they have a tail and fucking horns. He's saying that about like Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. Do you have to not call out Emily J, that's Emily Jasinski, for saying the same thing to keep the peace? What do you mean to keep the peace? I'm not sure what you're saying here. But I'm sure if Emily calls people demons, she's calling it people demons in the same way I call people demons. Now, granted, she's conservative, so she wouldn't call the same people demons that I would call demons. But I'm sure she means it metaphorically, whereas like Alex means people. It literally. Yeah. So that's the difference. I don't think I would be astonished if Emily Jasinski meant it literally, because she's a educated, intelligent person, and she's not Alex Jones. So yeah, so no, I'm sure I would disagree with whoever she would call even metaphorical demons, but there's no way she means it like Alex Jones means it. I can't even fathom that. Officer of the President, thanks for the $5. Any advice for a 33-year-old adult male who is 5 feet tall? Low key, it's hard to find a date or get hired for some jobs. Wow.
I would just say confidence.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta realize there's a lot of short guys who go really fucking far. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta act like you're not bothered by that shit at all, and like have the swagger of somebody who's 6 feet tall.
Facts.
It's literally that simple, right? Like if you're not acknowledging it about yourself, other people won't really acknowledge it either. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. There's a real thing to that. It's a real mindset change, you know? Yeah. So I would say that. And the other thing is, I would say get yourself some shits that give you a little bit of a boost. Make yourself 5'2". You know what I'm saying? Some platform shoes in this bitch. Turn 5 feet into 5'2". Make sure you dress nice. Have a little swagger.
Some surgery too, that way you could like extend your shit or something like that.
I wouldn't recommend that though, because that shit'll take like a year to recover, dog. Like I don't want.
That's true. But I think the confidence is the biggest thing. It's hard for me, like when I have a pimple on my face or some shit. So like I'm sure it's hard, but like. Yeah, that's one there. Like, just be confident in your shit, bro. I'm sure you're chilling.
Yeah, and just understand there's an old saying that like nobody's thinking about any of us. Yeah. Like you wouldn't worry about what other people are thinking about you if you knew that they don't think about you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, and that's the truth. Like nobody's thinking about any of us. So we're thinking about all these things that are wrong with us, but like at the end of the day, nobody really gives a fuck. They don't care.
Facts.
So as long as you're like a positive impact on people and you make their day a little better and like you have that swagger, like
It'd be good money.
the height is whatever. Look, I'll say this. Let me help this dude out real quick because the dude that Crystal was married to before me, bro, 5'3".
People can look up pictures.
5'3", 5'4". We're talking Crystal, who's a dime piece, bro. Dime. He was like 5'3" or 5'4". So you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing holding you back, bro. Just mentally free yourself. There's nothing holding you back. You know what I'm saying?
Good advice.
Bo Johnson, thanks for the $5. Kyle, I don't know where you may have first heard, but you did a Q&A at 1 mil and said happiness isn't stopping to know that you are. And that was super profound to me. Thanks. Yeah, to be fair, I'm not the one who came up with that. I think the quote is, happiness is never stopping to think if you are. So like it's if you dwell on your degree of happiness, you're going to be miserable. You're going to get sad. You know what I'm saying? But if you just don't think about if you're happy ever, you just keep going forward and doing the shit that you want to do, you're going to be happier. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't want to take credit for that. Somebody else came up with that. But yeah, I always thought it was profound too, which is why I said it. You know, that stuck with me too. Like the times I've been most miserable is when I'm thinking about, am I happy? Am I, you know what I'm saying? Like dwelling on it doesn't help anything, makes things worse, you know?
What are your thoughts on like taking it in and like appreciating like 1 million subs, 2 million subs type of shit? Like, do you acknowledge it and be happy about it?
Oh, I mean, you know, if something positive happens, yeah, I'll let myself feel that and be like, oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Like, of course. But, you know, it's like anything. Did you see that clip of Scotty Scheffler talking about winning golf tournaments? And he's like, sometimes I don't even know why we're doing this. Cause like, yeah, it feels amazing, but it feels great for like 30 seconds. And then it's like, well, what's for dinner? You know?
Jalen Hurts had a similar thing with the Super Bowl. He was just like, this doesn't feel like, I don't know what he said, but it was just basically the same shit. Like, this doesn't feel like I thought it was going to feel like winning a Super Bowl.
David Duval said after he won his first major in 2001 and then he fell off planet Earth, he was like, I thought I was expecting this to feel like everything. And to me, it actually felt like nothing.
Yep.
And so I was like, really? I'd put on all this work for this?
Yeah.
And so that actually gets to the same quote here, right? It's like, you can't put too much on any one thing. Like you have to stop. Happiness is never stopping to think if you are. Like keep it moving, bro. Keep it moving. And if this shit, you know, if you really have soaked in that this did not make you feel the way you hoped it would, then do some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got to keep moving.
Facts.
Metalhead, thanks for the $5. How do you know if the TILF LA bomb plot is fake? Mainstream outlets, ABC, LA Times reported on it. AFAIK, the Weather Underground, is making a comeback. Yeah, no, not buying it. Not buying it. You're talking about the thing that they, where they said like, oh, we foiled a left-wing terror plot. You're talking about that thing from the FBI? No, it's too perfect. Like after you've had so many instances of high-profile failures by the FBI where everybody's mocking fucking Kash Patel and Dan Bongino and Pam Bondi and everybody saying how like incompetent they are and how horrible they are and they're fucking up the Charlie Kirk investigation and you know they're just blowing everything left and right, and then all of a sudden they go, we foiled a left-wing terror plot. Like really, left-wing terror plot? Like what's the I point this out to conservatives all the time, but what's the actual death toll from like Antifa violence? It's maybe one person. And so it's just they're trying to feed into the boogeyman of like, oh, the left-wingers are terrorists and they're evil and they're bad. This is what NSPM 7 is about. Like, let's just redefine people who disagree with Trump as terrorists. And so I don't buy it, not for a second.
Thanks, Matt.
Jonathan Gasana, thanks for the $5. Happy New Year, Kyle and Corin. Ranked the New York City-based sitcoms: Friends, Seinfeld, King of Queens, and Sex and the City. So I will do that right now. Just my opinions on the ones you gave. I'm going number 1, King of Queens. Number 2, Friends. Number 3, Seinfeld. Number 4, Sex and the City.
Oh, you're putting Friends before Seinfeld?
Yeah, and to be fair, that's because my mom and sister watched it a lot when I was a kid, and so I saw more episodes of that when I was a kid. It was like, yeah, this show's okay.
Yeah, I know people who like Tiffany, Jed's wife, loves Friends. I was never a Friends person. I feel like I could watch a couple Seinfelds and like there's a lot of like memorable episodes and shit like that. I'm sure there is with Friends too. I would go King of Queens, Seinfeld, Friends, and then Sex and the City. Like
So we agree on number 1 though. We agree on
100%. King of Queens is a classic, bro. Like Kevin James is so good in his role. the shit that gets me tight is knowing that like that one girl went to like Scientology and then kind of like
she
got out of it at least.
Leah Remini,
I saw a Scientology like church while I was driving in New Jersey the other day, and I was kind of like, how do people believe in this shit? You know?
How do people believe in any fucking religion? You know, like it's all fake. You know, none of it's real. I get it for people who want community, but like you could just have community without the silliness around it. You could just like join a bowling league or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She apparently like I think she like kind of like got out of that shit, but like it was a hard time for her to get out of that.
And she, you know, she was like warning everybody about how culty it was and like, you know, all that stuff.
Is Tom Cruise still? Is he still?
I think he's still a Scientologist. I think Will Smith still is too.
Oh, Will Smith's so weary.
I know.
All right. Thanks, Jonathan.
Elias, thanks for the $20. Very kind of you.
Thanks.
Kyle, did you ever watch the Gamers Nexus video recommended last stream? GCNA is his reporting channel, similar to Voidzilla, and his last few videos have been very informative on AI, Palantir, and big tech working with the government. I'm not sure if I watched the video, but you do have my attention peaked. So hold on, I'll actually just type it in right now. Gamers Nexus.
Kyle did find the Beta Boys video, so we did watch that. If Beta Boys guys,
true, yeah, we did, and that was very funny.
Yes.
Gamers Nexus. So no, to answer your question, I did not watch this video yet, but I did just pull up the channel. And what was the one you wanted me? The destruction of home computers, manufacturing. It's an active choice. NVIDIA, what the fuck? Is that the one he wants me to watch? NVIDIA, what the fuck? It's got 1 million views, so it probably is that one. Anyway, so it sounds like this guy's on top of the AI stuff, so he's probably doing the Lord's work. Similar to Voidzilla, yeah, it's my boy. CoffeeZilla's my boy, so if he's compared to him, then that's what's up. Awesomely Curious, thank you for the $5. Hi, y'all. Smash Monopolies, $25 billion total assets, 10,000 workers max, 7.5% max market share, no vertical integration, 500 megacorps leads to 50K worker co-ops. Yeah, I hear you. That's what's up. Let's democratize the economy. That'd be beautiful. Let's smash up those monopolies. That'd be great. I see that Zoran, I think Zoran's trying to get Lena Khan in his administration in New York City, because that would be awesome. And that would be exactly what you're talking about, because Lena is the queen when it comes to smashing monopolies. And for any Democratic president, they need to do that. They need to have Lena Khan back to like finish the job, because she's goated and she's really for the people.
Yeah, name sounds familiar.
She did great work under the Biden administration. She was like one of the best parts of the Biden administration. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Awesome Curious.
Ah, shit, not you again. Thanks for the $10. 1 year down, 3 more to go. Can't believe I'm rooting so hard for heart failure to you know who. Thoughts on Kana 28 being red flag, being courting Musk and wife's investments in defense contractors, etc. I have warmed up to the idea of Ro Khanna 2028 for sure, because he's really shown leadership, man. He led on the Epstein files and helped get those released. Right now, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this past week, he's been engaged in massive fights on Twitter with the billionaire class, calling them out directly, saying that they should be fucking taxed more, and they're whining like bitches and saying we're going to primary him. So as far as I can tell, he's the only one calling out the exact enemies, the Epstein class, the billionaires. And so I love the idea of him running in 2028. The investment thing is a problem, but he also supports banning Congress people from trading stocks. And apparently the stocks that he has are like his wife's stocks that she inherited from like her parents or some shit like that. So he's in favor of banning it. That's all I need to know. Like, as long as you're in favor of banning people in Congress from trading stocks, then you're good on that issue. So I would love the idea of him running in 28. He's just been on top of it. He's got a real knack for the moment right now. He's leading, he's fighting. And I don't know, is there anybody else on the Democratic side who's fighting with billionaires as aggressively as he is right now? Because I don't see it if that's the case.
AOC, maybe. Or
she's not saying shit.
Right? Yeah.
She's not saying shit. She's not doing anything. She just gave a speech I saw at Zoran's inauguration. But she's done like fewer interviews and fewer podcasts than fucking anybody. Kamala's done more than she has.
Yeah. Yeah, she's laying low.
Ian, thanks for the $5. Do you guys watch I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson? If so, favorite sketches? How about The Chair Company? I never watched that. So
I don't watch it, but Tim Robinson's funny as fuck. He's a funny actor.
But yeah.
I should check that out though, because
shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, I've seen some funny. He was in a movie where he I think it was him and Paul Rudd. And and he's like his neighbor, and he's like super obsessed with him or some shit. It was like a weirdly strange movie, but it was kind of interesting. But he's a funny dude.
Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5 again. Kyle should have worn a solid red tie like a Republican politician and a green jacket, not brown, like he just won the Masters. Also, the lights were orange, not red. I don't know. It might be your settings too, bro. What does the one look like today? To me, this looks like purple. It's like lavender or purpley to me behind me right now.
I like the green one that you had one time. Like I put up a cover photo and the green was behind. That shit looked super gangster.
Yeah, I can pull that on for you right now. That one.
Oh yeah, that looks
So
good.
He's referring to how I dressed on Christmas. I think I didn't have like a Masters green jacket, unfortunately.
Oh.
But I would have worn if I had it, I would have worn it with a red tie. But I didn't have a Masters green, unfortunately. So.
That's a good Halloween costume one year, is to throw on a Masters jacket and be like,
ooh, that's heresy, dog. That's stolen valor. That's like if I pretended to be a cop or a police officer or a fucking military guy. Like, can't do that. I got to win the Masters to wear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
Officer of the President, thanks again for the $5. Kyle, I love your show, but I never understood your love of golf. No offense intended. I'd rather watch paint dry. What do you think of soccer? I mean, me and Corin played soccer when we were younger. So, I have a soft spot for soccer for that reason. But I love of golf. I mean, look, that's really my dad. My dad got me into it from when I was a kid. And then I worked as a caddy, which is in golf. And then I also worked at a driving range, which is golf. And so I've been around golf my whole life. And, my dad would take me out and we'd play over the weekends for, my whole childhood, basically into my teens and 20s. Even after my mom and dad divorced, me and my dad would go play golf together. And so you mix that with being the perfect age to see the rise of Tiger Woods, the GOAT, and just like see his whole career trajectory. It was hard not to be interested in golf in the same way that, we were the perfect age to be interested in poker because of 2003 with Chris Moneymaker winning the World Series of Poker. And that was on ESPN. And so there was like a hockey strike or something. And so instead of playing hockey, they played World Series of Poker. And so we're the perfect age to love golf, to love poker. And so that was my shit, man. So don't knock it till you try it, bro. A lot of people hate on golf. The other thing they say is like, oh, it's just like a rich guy sport. It's also very working class too. There's a lot of public courses around this country. There's a lot of working class people who go play also. So, if you can shake out of your mind the idea of it's pure elitism and like it's boring or whatever, if you try it, the other thing about it is you could play it till you die, bro. Like there's very few games that you could do that. You got to be in shape to play all these different games. Golf, you could just play it till you die, So
I didn't know it was your dad that got you into golf, because it's kind of the opposite of what I didn't know your dad, but like I knew him as like a hunter and all the deer in your basement and shit like that. It seems the total opposite of like golf and hunting. Like you don't see a lot of, feel like, hunters, like outdoorsmen who are like, I'm gonna go play some golf now, unless I'm wrong on that shit.
No, you're right. I mean, you're right. He most of the time hunters are all about hunting or fishing and they don't play golf. Yeah. My dad was a bit of a Renaissance man, and I believe my dad picked up golf in like his late 30s or something like that.
Oh, really?
And he got obsessed with it, and then he would bring me to the course with him, And so I
don't know if it was like a car salesman and shit, because even Molly's dad, like maybe it was just like their way of having business meetings with people and shit. But her dad too, like went out golfing a lot with his friends.
Yeah, well, that's another thing, is it's all about the social circles you run in, and like I'm sure he had friends who golfed or for business reasons they wanted to golf, and so he did it. But man, he fucking loved it. He loved it.
I didn't know that.
Cameron, thanks for the $5. Thanks for the good work, Kyle. Been watching since I was 14. I'm 22. By the way, I don't want to hear about cold. I'm in Maine. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, bro. That's right. So you are like chuckling at fucking me sitting here in like lovely warm Virginia going, bro, you said what? It's 44 degrees and you're whining about how cold it is? That's like going to be April for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know what it is in Maine. It's probably super brick city, right?
Cold as fuck. Maine gets cold as fuck. So yeah, I hear you, bro. It's all relative though. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to North Florida and it hits like 58 degrees, they'd be like, oh my God, it's freezing. You know what I'm saying? So like it's all relative to where you're used to. Exactly. But yeah, shout out to you, man. Watching at 14 and now you're 22. Love it. Love it. And just keep watching until you're 48. That's your mission, bro. Zrocool, thanks for the $10. Very kind of you. Thoughts on cold pizza? For me, it depends on the quality of the pizza, but generally I like it. Fresh hot pizza is best, but I prefer cold over warmed up most of the time. I'm with you on that, bro. So here's Corin. I'm interested in your thoughts on this. I'll say this: I'm not a big fan of cold chicken. I'm not. I want to always reheat my chicken. But cold pizza, I can fuck with cold pizza. I prefer warmed up, but I have no problem whatsoever. If I'm hungry and I'm feeling lazy and just take it right out of the fridge, I will eat that bitch cold. And there's not many things I do that with, but pizza I will do that with.
I don't think I've given it enough chance, but I don't think I'm a cold pizza guy. I like folding my pizza and being able to like. I don't enjoy the taste of cold pizza. I've never. Again, I don't think I've given it enough chances because I'll always throw it in the microwave or heat it up in the oven or some shit. Like I always am. Like not hungry enough to the point where I'm like I could wait a few minutes to heat this shit up, but I don't like when I have done it. I don't like the cold taste of cheese like on my mouth because I'm expecting it to be hot, so I think that's why mentally I'm like this should be hotter. I don't think I'm a fan of cold pizza.
Yeah, I mean, some people are sticklers with how like it's got to be hot or it's got to be cold or whatever, and like I'm generally a stickler, but for pizza, for whatever reason, I've always been okay with cold pizza. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't bother me.
I also think on the flip side of that, pizza places put the shit in the oven for too long and give you pizza too hot. Like you have to wait too long before you bite into the pizza because that's
annoying, bro.
And then it burns your mouth. Like there's a perfect balance of like right when it comes out the oven to letting it chill for a little bit. Like if you take it home, you have a slice, it's the perfect temperature. But when they give it to you straight out the plate at a pizzeria, it's way too hot. Like
cool. That's true. That's true. When I heat stuff up in like the microwave, I try to get the exact right time where it's not too hot or too cold. And that's sometimes hard to hit that sweet spot, you know?
And sometimes the front of the shit will be hot, the back of the shit will be hot, but the middle will be ice cold. So you think you get money on the first bite, and it's just cold as fuck. So fuck. You're fucked either way.
Thank you, for the $10. Very kind of you. Malls are still a thing. All I see are shells of vacant malls. Also, people ragging on super chats for being too political. Shut the fuck up. Hosts don't pick the topics, guys. LOL. P.S. Shout out upstate New York, Syracuse. Shout out to you, man. That's another place that is fucking freakishly cold.
Shout out to Syracuse.
You and our lovely main chatter can have a cold off in the comment section because those are two cold ass fucking places, bro. But thank you. We appreciate the $10. Very
cool. Go to a Funkin' Waffles in Syracuse. It's banging. It's like a chicken and waffle spot. Mad good.
Path of Then, thanks for the $10. Hi, using the Justice Department to charge sitting and past members of Congress who've taken APAC money. I mean, that'd be nice. I would support that. That'd be amazing. Well, first we need to make it so that I want to ban foreign lobbying, but at the bare minimum, you have to make them register as foreign agents. You know what I'm saying? Like that's step number one. But yeah, like effectively all these people have sold out the country. So yeah, they should. Anybody who's swimming in Saudi lobby money or Israel lobby money or taking money from like foreign billionaires, like all of them are, in my mind, they're traitors and they fucking sold this country out and they should be fucking held accountable for that shit.
Thanks, Pat.
Das Bos Fleisch, thank you for the $6. I was thinking of the Green Studio with the Kyle Kulinski show Neon Writing recently. Does it still exist? Yes. It's funny how often I get that question. I feel like I get that question like every other week. Yeah. But yes, it still exists, man. It still exists. It is still there. I remember when
Kyle got that first neon sign that like
shit
wasn't the
baller,
first one
bro.
broken or some shit?
Yes. So people don't know that story, but those shits are expensive as fuck. And the first one came broken. And I don't know if it was the delivery guy that did it or if they did it, but like it was fucking broken. And so I had to go through a whole thing and I had to get them to send a new one. And it was like, I think there was maybe an issue with the money too, because like they wanted to charge me again. Like I don't remember all the details, but I remember being like,
it was broken. Yeah.
Awesomely curious. Thanks again for the $5. Hi again. Working on the site and reaching out to interested orgs. Kyle should look into the IP hellscape. It's insane and no one's talking about it. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about, but I'd be interested in learning more about it.
Yeah.
You're talking about like the what is it like? Are people cyber squatting? Is that the issue? That like, you know, somebody wants to buy the name of a website and somebody else bought it and they're charging you a shitload more money in order to get it. Is that what you're referring to? Because when you say IP hellscape, that's kind of what I think of.
Yeah.
But shout out to you. Thanks again for the $5. We appreciate you. Wes Nelson, thank you for the $10. Current or past TV show that doesn't get enough love, I think is what you're trying to say. Shrinking on Apple TV Plus is terrific. And Warrior HBO Max is awesome too. I feel like both of you would like Warrior. Give it a chance. So Warriors HBO Max.
Yeah, I watched a little of Shrinking. I think Molly likes it. There was a show that Pete Holmes did on HBO. I forgot the name of it. Let me see if I could but they stopped it after like 2 seasons. Pete Holmes HBO show.
I see a lot of people like
Crashing.
Warrior. I see people like Warrior.
Yeah, I got to look into Warrior, but Crashing was the show with Pete Holmes. It was really good. I think they had like 2 seasons of it, and then they didn't renew this shit. I don't know why, but he was like a comedian. I really like that show. But Shrinking's good too. That's with the guy Jason Segel, I think.
Damn, how do you know all these shows, dog?
I don't know.
You somehow know. I didn't know either one of those shits. Cole Kicker, thanks for the $8. Forgive me if this is a dumb question, but do you think Trump is now the worst president in American history?
Now?
I mean, he's sort of getting there. Yeah. I mean,
why is there anyone else that's even close?
I mean, look, it's such a hard question to answer for the simple reason that like some of the presidents had slaves, bro. You know, Trump doesn't personally have slaves. You know, Truman murdered hundreds of thousands of innocent Japanese civilians when he nuked Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So like, it depends how you grade it. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is, in modern American history, he's the worst. In modern American history, he's the worst.
So worse than George Bush?
I think he surpassed George Bush. I do. Yeah, I do. Because he's in every realm, he's bad. Yeah. Right? Like in every like there's no area where like he's okay or he's like mediocre. No, every realm is like the worst shit ever. Yeah. He's by far the most corrupt. I mean, his corruption puts the Bush administration to fucking shame.
Yeah.
He's made billions of dollars off the White House. His family is cashing in off the White House. You know what I'm saying? Like George W. Bush didn't invade the United States of America with the U.S. military. You know what I'm saying? Trump did that. Bush did Iraq, but now you have Trump is doing Venezuela and Iran and Somalia and Yemen. So like, yeah, I
Chicago.
think Chicago. That's right. Yeah. So I think in modern history, I think he's the worst. I'm very comfortable saying that. Thanks. Yeah. But worst ever in history, that's a little too hard to judge because he doesn't have slaves. He didn't nuke Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You know, there's other factors you have to consider. Path of Them, thanks again for the $5. Apparently, YouTube won't let you mention AIPAC or president negatively in Super Chat, so guess I can't use my First Amendment on the third point. I think you're okay. I think you slipped through. Now, it might get our video demonetized, but I think you're able to comment about it. But thank you, we appreciate you.
Thanks, sir.
QC man, thanks for the $5. Corin is out on Aaron Glenn after just 1 season because the Jets have been so bad, even by their standards. Do you agree Glenn should go?
Yes, I do. I've said this in the past. I like Aaron Glenn. I think he's a good players coach. I think the guys like him, but I think he's lost control of the locker room. I think you're seeing guys quitting on them right now towards the end of the season, and I don't think he's a good X's and O's head coach. I think he's he gets out coached by other teams. I think he's got to go. To be honest with you, it sucks. It was his first season, but the Patriots just did it last year with the guy that they had. They brought in Vrabel now, and they're winning the AFC East. So, I think Aaron Glenn got to go, as much as I hate to say it. But, yeah, he's not a good coach.
Check you later. Thanks for the $10. Hey, Corin, did you guys see the clip of Trump telling Ivanka doppelganger she looks just like his daughter? Yes. In fact, I think you're talking about what I covered, the Katie Johnson
is that what the
testimony?
One?
Yeah, she says it in there for sure, but she says a lot of other things that sort of overshadow it. But
it's so creepy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, it is. Oof. I'm telling you, you got to watch that video, bro. Your mind will be blown as to what.
Yeah, I'm going to check that.
Oh. So she filed a lawsuit against Trump and Epstein in 2015 or 2016, and then she dropped it. And the speculation is she was either paid off by them or she was threatened by them because otherwise she wouldn't have fucking dropped this shit.
Yeah, of course.
And so the testimony that she gave resurfaced, and now everybody's talking about it. And I played it on my show and I reacted to it, and that she said that among many other things. Yeah. Near the Far World, thank you for the $5. Would y'all visit a UFO hotspot and see what's up? I grew up in 2 hotspots, and I even saw one of their pilots. Do you think aliens catalyzed humanity? My gut instinct says no. Yeah, my gut instinct says no. But I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. Certainly, Peter Thiel acts like an alien. Elon Musk acts like a fucking alien. They're very non-human in the way
they're
they
saying
act.
There's some humans that are disguised as aliens. Is that what?
Well, yeah, he says.
Is?
I don't know. I'm interpreting it that way. I don't know if that's what catalyzed means, but Yeah, I don't know. I've never been crazy interested in UFOs, but I will say in college, somebody did a presentation about UFOs, and they basically said, like, if just one of the stories of UFOs is real, then UFOs are real. And I thought that was an interesting argument. He gave examples of like hundreds of sightings and like, hundreds of examples of people saying they were brought on the ship and this and that. And he's like, if literally just one of these is real, then UFOs are real. And I was like, damn, that's not a bad point.
It's a good point, but then also like on the flip side of that is there's so much ways of like surveillance and cameras and HD shit that we've never seen. Some shit land or some actual footage of some shit that's not blurry or some weary shit. Like,
yeah, that's always been my counter too. Is like, why is it always filmed on the worst camera in the world? Yeah, there's never like HD.
I don't Area 51, all that shit. It's all fucking commercialized.
Josh J. School, thanks for the $10. Boneless wings branding was invented to prevent grown-ups from feeling embarrassed ordering chicken nuggets from the kids menu. On that note, what's your favorite animated TV show from the 90s? That's a very funny comment, by the way. And I still support boneless nuggets. I still support boneless wings.
Me too. I'm boneless.
Shout out boneless wings. We love you.
The fact you could dip a whole fucking boneless wing in a ranch dressing and just fucking drench that shit and eat it.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Favorite animated TV show from the 90s? Damn, that's a good question, dog.
I like Saved by the Bell.
No, animated TV.
Oh,
show.
Animated. Animated. What are some animated shows?
Here, I'm gonna pull up.
Rugrats
I'm gonna ask for a list right now.
Yeah.
Give me a list of animated shows from the 90s. All right, here we go. We're about to get the full ass list skis, bro. Let's fucking go. Okay. Okay, let's see. The Simpsons, Rugrats, Animaniacs, X-Men, Beavis and Butthead, Pinky and the Brain, Hey Arnold, Gargoyles, Rocko's Modern Life, Dexter's Laboratory, SpongeBob SquarePants, Pokemon, South Park, Daria, Recess, Doug, Powerpuff Girls.
Family Guy in there?
No, Family Guy I think was the 2000s.
Oh, okay. Doug was pretty epic. I was a big Doug fan.
I mean, of all these, so I'll say I love Doug. I agree with you. Big Doug fan. Love South Park.
Yeah.
I love Pokemon too at the time.
I like the Pokemon show too.
I watched Dexter's Laboratory. It was good, but not great. I fuck with Rocko's Modern Life. Good, not great.
Yep.
I fuck with Hey Arnold pretty fucking hard. Like I watched that one probably more than the rest, so I would put that in the great category.
Same.
And then I would say Rugrats when I was a kid, I fuck with that hard, bro. Like that was
one that I didn't like that you mentioned was Gargoyles. That shit used to come on WB, and I was like, I don't fuck with this shit at all.
And I would say Simpsons, but I actually was banned from watching The Simpsons by my mom.
Really?
Yeah, she never let me watch The Simpsons. It's just kind of funny because, like, as I got older, Family Guy became the show, and they're just as, like, they're same level as The Simpsons, and she didn't know about it, so I was able to watch Family Guy, but not The Simpsons. It was very weird.
Yeah.
Like, they tried to, like, shield me from the shit, but, like, I just watched Family Guy, which is just like The Simpsons, Do
you remember her saying, like, don't put on The Simpsons? Or, like,
yeah, I just wasn't allowed to watch it. I just wasn't allowed to watch it.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, totally. Wes Nelson, thank you for the $5. When are you guys taking your wives to see the new Melania documentary? Wait, is it actually in theaters?
I think it is.
Oh my God, bro. Are you serious? Oh my God.
That's so sad. It's
going to be some fucking terrible fluff job. Like, people need to understand, nobody likes a story of just like, and then we saved the world, and then we fed the children, and then we, like, if it's just a fluff job, why are you wasting our time? Like, we need an actual story with, like, with, like, adversity and overcoming it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
It's going to be horrible.
Awesomely curious. Thanks again for the $5. Hiya, want to launch site as MVP in March in time for Labor Notes conference in Chicago in June. I'll drop the link in a super chat when I launch. Thanks. All right. Well, shout out to you. Awesomely curious. Thanks again for the $5. Very kind of you.
What's a Labor Notes con? Is that at a convention?
Labor Notes is they're
oh, it's like a group?
No, Labor Notes is they do a whole bunch of labor reporting.
Oh
yeah, Labor Notes does a whole bunch of labor reporting. They're a trade magazine that supports collective bargaining in the U.S., but they do a lot of great labor reporting. Oh, I think Crystal knows some people who are affiliated with them. T Lane, thanks for the $10. My name is Teal. Every time you report on Peter Thiel, I hear my name. Teal believes this. Teal said that Is this my cross to bear, similar to memes Kyle's drink monster and punch holes in walls? Yeah. You and Jed have sent me those memes too. Like a guy named Kyle would do this, and it'd be like some shit a guy named Kyle would do, and I'm like, yeah, that shit is kind of true. Bro.
Yeah. I don't get that excitement that other people get when they like hear their name somewhere. Like for you, I feel like it's commonplace. Like you probably see your name on keychains and shit like that. Like I never am watching TV and it's like, oh, Corin's on The Bachelor.
Right.
I'm like, oh, there's, like, so I don't know. When you see a
Yeah.
Kyle on a show, are you like, that's what's up? I fuck with him.
No, my name is weird because it's not a super common name, but it's also not like a name that nobody has. So I'm in this weird zone where it's like some people have it, but not that many, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think nothing of it. There's somebody out there with the exact same name as me. You know that, right? There's a Kyle Kulinski out there.
No, I didn't.
There's a guy named Kyle Kulinski. I mean, obviously he doesn't have the same middle name, but there's a guy named Kyle Kulinski out there.
Oh wow, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's kind of very crazy.
Yeah.
Become Numa. Thank for the $10. Have you heard that China is heavily restricting exports of silver starting today? They control about 70% of the global supply. Also, would you two support banning generative AI specifically for photo/video? Yes, I'm absolutely open to that position.
Oh my,
100%.
I've seen too many photos.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is real or not.
Bro, we don't know what we're playing with. We're playing with fire. You know, we're playing with fire. This stuff is not acceptable. We're being so nonchalant about like civilization changing technology here.
Yeah.
And on the China thing, I did not hear about that, but that's a big deal. If China is restricting the exports of silver, woo, buddy, that's going to be an issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Comic book chat. Thanks for the $5. Hey Kyle, what are the odds we actually get someone like Rokana as president? And Corin, do you think the Suns will ever win a championship? Well, I'll answer the Suns one too. Yeah, I think eventually they will. I think that what's the owner's name? Matt Ishby or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, homie's got to step the fuck aside. He needs to let hire some professionals and let them do their shit. And we learned that the hard way too with Dolan with the Knicks. Like, bro, step the fuck aside. You don't know what you're doing. Hire somebody who knows what they're doing and then watch the magic happen. As soon as he did that, the magic is fucking happening. So yeah, I think eventually the Suns will win a championship in the same way I think eventually the Knicks will win a championship. And what are the chances? I think the chances are okay that we're going to get, somebody like Rokana as president. I really do. I think that the base is ready. I think the Democratic base is ready. And we're going to we're fired up. And I think the Democratic politicians are going to be forced to be more based and good on the issues. And so I don't know, man. I think there's a decent chance. I don't want to put a number on it, but there's hope there. All hope is not lost anymore.
Yeah. I'll answer this. I think the Suns, to Kyle's point, I think eventually they'll win just because I feel like eventually every team's going to win a championship at some point. I think their owner is doing a decent job of he's trying to be so hands-on. Like he built a whole new practice facility for the Mercury and the Suns. And
he's also a con man, by the way. Total con man. Yeah, I've watched videos on it. He's a total con man.
And damn, that sucks. I just know that for concessions, he's lowered the price and made shit cheaper for fans. So he's doing good stuff in that sense. But yeah, when the owner is too hands-on involved in basketball operations, it's you need to step away and not get involved with that shit. Let the expert do that shit. And I don't know if their GM is still Jermaine Jones, the guy who was on the Cavs. But yeah, they'll win eventually, but it's not going to be soon because I don't think they'll win with Devin Booker.
Victor Perez, thanks for the $10. Hey guys, happy New Year's. Hey Kyle, curious to know whose book is behind you and any book recommendations or currently reading. Corin, any plan to add backdrop or 2026 plans in general? Whose book is behind me? Which book are you talking about?
Yeah, you got hella books behind you.
Yeah, I got a lot of books back there, bro. There's the Iliad and the Odyssey. That's behind me on this side here. I don't know if you can see it right now, but it's in the corner. It's right in the corner there. See, right there, right up there. But recommendation, I'm going to say the same shit I said last week, which is all the Tom Hartman books, the Hidden History books. He has a whole series. I think it's 9 books, the Hidden History. Read all those books, bro, and you'll be up to date on your politics, on some real shit. You'll know some shit. So everybody out there, read Tom Hartman's Hidden History books. Go buy them shits right now. If you're a reader and and you want to know more about politics, read those books for sure.
That's just so. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a backdrop at some point. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to my old school stadium one or maybe do the Kyle route. Maybe I get a neon sign. Corin's World will be kind of gangster.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be
I'm
cool.
not even gonna mention my 2026 plans because Molly always references Kyle, where she's just like, "Don't say that shit, just do it."
It's
she says
true,
that
man.
a lot. Like, stop just saying it and just do the shit. So I gotta just do it. So I'm not even gonna tell you the plans. You're gonna just see it, hopefully, when I do it.
And in my life, I've noticed that, bro. There's talkers and there's doers. There's people who'll
100%.
be like, bro, I wrote out this whole shit. I'm going to do all these things. Here's my plan. Here's how it's going to work.
Just fucking
And
do it.
the people who are going to do the shit won't even tell you, like, here's all the steps. They'll just be doing it and like
1000%.
trial and erroring it and just doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just so you know, Molly gives you mad, like, she's always like, because I'm like, this year, but she's like, shut the fuck up. Like what Kyle says.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it. Because you don't have to talk about it. If you're doing it, you don't have to talk about it. You're just, I'm doing it. Hey, what are you doing? I'm doing the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah. So props to you.
Mohit, thanks for the $10. What is your favorite Shaq in a Fool moment? Mine is JaVale McGee clip. What is your favorite Shaq plus Barkley interaction? Mine is Barkley telling everyone San Antonio has fat women. Bro, those clips are legendary. Those clips are so funny. I love it when Shaq is laughing so hard that he like can't even talk. When
he's like squishing his paper and shit.
Yeah, like he's laughing so hard he can't even talk. And Charles Barkley's like, them big old women in San Antonio.
Yeah, he talks about churros and stuff like that.
Yeah, them churros.
Oh, I will say, and it's sad because I still think they're on TV, but I haven't watched a shit this whole year because I just don't know when they're on ESPN. Like, I'll see games on NBC, and it's like...
It's only like the big days. Like, I think they did it for Christmas. I think they were there for Christmas, right?
Is that it? Like, that few? Because...
No. Here, I'll look it up. How many
times? That's what I'm saying, because I feel like they're on more than I think, and I just haven't watched because I don't know when it's on ESPN, when it's on NBC, when it's... Like, the Knicks are on Amazon Prime sometime. The last couple of games have been on NBA TV. I don't know when they're on ESPN to watch them anymore. But one of my favorite moments, and it's not a Shaq in a Fool moment, but...
20 days. They're doing 20 days.
Oh, that's it? Okay, so they haven't been on that much. So I haven't like not seen them.
Yeah.
But the funniest moment was for me when I think it was Barkley was like, yeah, he passed away. They were talking about some guy that they thought died, and Shaq was like, yeah, he passed away, Chuck. Like, stop talking about him. And then they came on the air the next night and they were like, we got to come back and retract this. Whatever is not dead. And we apologize because it was inaccurate and it was like inexcusable, and they just like they're fucking comedy.
I like when Chuck will say, whichever person is rolling over in his grave right now, and he's always talking about somebody who's alive. They're so good. They're so good. And Shaq in a Fool moments, I actually can't remember. JaVale McGee was the first one that came to my mind too, because he used to beat up on poor JaVale McGee. Yeah. But like every one of those shits is hilarious. They're all fucking funny. Hey Corin, how does it feel? Shout out to you, Iraq Show. Hey Corin, how does it feel living close to King Groyper Nick? He doesn't anymore. He used to, not anymore.
He used to live in Illinois.
He lives in Chicago. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and I'm
used
not
to in Chicago anymore. I'm back in New York. Thank you though.
QC man, thank you for the $5. Zoran was doing the Trump sniffles thing during his inauguration, but obviously it was because it was cold. Is it possible that Trump was just cold? I don't know if that accounts for the indoor debate against Hillary Clinton, where he was sniffing like a motherfucker after he was accused of grabbing women by the pussy. Remember that?
Yeah.
So no, he's had his moments where it's like it's not like,
and he clearly goes like has upper moments, downer moments, up, down, up, down. Like you could see him be fucking completely dead, and then when he's at like his inauguration or what are those speeches when they give? Every
State of the Union.
State of the Unions. He's like super up. Like, he's taking some shit.
Totally. Golden Child, thanks for the $5. You're solidly millennials. Did you grow up watching vintage sitcoms from the 50s to 70s and seeing the film adaptations, Flintstones, Addams, Brady's? It's a great question. So I did watch some Flintstones when I was a kid. I didn't watch much Addams Family stuff, but I guess a little bit. I did watch some Brady Bunch stuff. But yeah, I remember when like the Flintstones movie came out. What I remember about that is you can go to McDonald's and they give you a Flintstones glass. It was like a mug. It was like a Flintstones coffee mug. It was like all glass, and so I remember that. So yeah, I guess the answer to your question is we did sort of do that. We did sort of do that.
What's the difference between people in Abu Dhabi and Dubai?
I don't know. Is this a joke that you're setting up?
Yes, people in Dubai don't like the Flintstones. But the people in Abu Dhabi do.
That's racist. You're canceled.
I did watch the Flintstones, and I also had the Flintstones vitamins, which probably back in the day
Oh, those were goated.
they were super good, but they definitely didn't like fucking help anything.
No, but they tasted good though.
They
I'll fuck
tasted
with
that
those.
good.
Wes Nelson, thanks again for the $10. I bet all of Trump's cabinet watched Django Unchained and thought Leo and Samuel L. Jackson were the good guys, and you damn well know that Elon watched The Matrix and thought Agent Smith was the hero. 100%, man. 100%.
Definitely. Yeah.
Zero media literacy, and they don't care. They will always love the bad guys and pretend like they're the good guys. Rack Show, thanks again for the $5. Clavicular's hold on Gen Z and Gen Alpha is concerning. There are so many alt-right pipelines. I sense that youngins will be okay with fascism. I mean, that's very possible. It's also possible that, like, they've become such a parody of themselves that, like, normie America will just never go that far. Because I know what you're saying. Like, the rise of Fuentes, the rise of this guy Clavicular, it seems like, I don't know, it's just so silly. It's so goofy. It's so, like, who could have fucking predicted this? So, yeah, maybe you're right, but also maybe, like, they actually are as ridiculous as we think they are, and, like, the bubble's going to burst. You know what I'm saying? Slow X Mo X Panda, thank you for the $10. Need good vibes. My new neighbor is getting me evicted with her endless complaints of a smoke smell that's forced me to stop smoking my life-saving MMJ weeks ago, making my symptoms unbearable and deadly. Well, that sounds horrible. That's crazy. I mean, I almost want to say, like, there's got to be some sort of protections that are there for evictions with stuff like this, right? Like,
Yeah.
I would consult a lawyer and see what they think, because I don't know, it might not be legal what they're trying to do to you. So I hope it all works out. That sounds like it's a shitty situation. Thanks again, Slow Mo Panda. But being struck without a car or anywhere to go in mid of Michigan winter, alone without any support, I'm just hoping I get to die at home with my babies. Well, that again sounds very depressing and sad. I hope you get all that figured out, man. That's rough.
Yeah, if that's true shit, man, like that, I hope everything goes all right, because that sounds like you went from like one thing like damn to the next shit like damn.
Yeah, so hang in there. That's
for real.
Rough. Bernal Bosch, thank you for the $25. Very kind. Kyle, trust me, serious policy strategy. I want you and Crystal a quick email. Have your people reach out. I'm not sure how to contact you. Send message to Patreon. Corin, pardon my intrusion. Happy New Year. You if you're trying to get something to me, you can reach out to Lilith, and she sort of like screens everything for if it's worth it or not. But you can reach out to Lilith, and then there's a chance I will be able to see it. Shout out to you. Thanks for the $25.
Yeah, you're good for intruding with that.
Mohit, thanks again for the $20. In my job, I have spend / savings goals. I work with finance to make sure goals are on track. If not, we realign. Why can't local, state, federal government do this regularly for each department, especially in California, Minnesota, and other red states? I mean, it would be nice if, like, the local governments were actually interested in helping as much as you make it sound like you do in your job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a very clear-cut job. You go out there, you handle it, you take care of it. Unfortunately, with governing, a lot of it is they're doing the bidding of their donors who got them in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not actually looking out for what's in the best interest of all their constituents. So yes, theoretically, it'd be great if it worked like that, and we can reevaluate, hey, what's working, what's not working, and let's adjust. But in reality, governing is a very, very difficult thing. They're oftentimes representing the donors. The other thing is legislating is hard in the sense that sometimes you need consensus between different parties, and it rarely works like that. You can rarely get it through. So, like, the reality of governing is so much less sexy than working for a private company, having a clear-cut job, and just, like, executing on it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that ability. We're not an authoritarian country, certainly at the state and local level where democracy is in play. And so, since that's the case, it's not as efficient. It's not as quick. But the upside of that is you don't make rash decisions and, like, change things super fast without thinking about the downsides of it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's unfortunately the private business world and the government world function very, very differently. So that would be my answer as to why that doesn't happen like that when it comes to the government.
Thanks, Mohit.
John Brown, thanks for the $5. Not going to lie, that video on the Amazon drones was funny, watching the drones just drop it from the sky. Some people report their shit being broken. Yeah, I mean, like, what are we doing?
Is that real?
Yeah.
Amazon is droning shit now?
in Dallas, they're doing the pilot program where the drones are delivering things that weigh 5 pounds and less, and it's just dropping it from like 10 feet in the air. And the noise the drones make are horrible, bro. The noise is buzzing and loud as fuck. It's terrible. It's so bad.
In Pluribus, everybody moves out of the state that she's in, and they start droning stuff to her, and they get caught on like the electrical wires and shit like that. So like at some point that's gonna happen too. But wow. Yeah, that's funny.
Rachel Atwood, thank you for the $5. Happy New Year. Did you catch the inauguration in New York City today? Jumaane Williams' speech was breathtaking. Does he have national aspirations, you reckon? I'm not sure. It is very possible that he does. I'm not quite sure about that. But I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I just saw like little clips here and there. Yeah, I heard seen a lot of people saying a lot of good things, and it's bringing people hope. Crystal said that a taxi cab driver who Zoran protested with, because the guy was being treated like shit, Zoran protested with him like 3 years ago or something, and that's the guy who he had drive him into his inauguration in his taxi. So yeah, there's a lot of cool facts about this thing, about how, he's a real one.
Yeah.
Z Too Cold, thank you for the $10. Thoughts on the Necessary Conversation? It's podcast with two lefty siblings versus their MAGA parents. It's a good source for seeing where MAGA gets their info from and how unhinged they have gotten. I didn't know about that, but I will look it up. Is it on YouTube or is it just podcast?
One from Elton real quick.
Conversation. Oh no, it looks like it's probably on YouTube. It's popping up when. Okay, no, I did not know this. I'll check it out though. That's actually kind of interesting. I'm curious what the vibe is like. Shout out to you. Thanks for the $10, by the way. Eldon, thank you for the $2. What is the one celebrity photo that got away?
I'll just say I have a photo with Lil Wayne of me handing him a football, but there was an opportunity where I had to just turn and take a photo with him that I didn't take. And after my boy was like, yo, the whole thing was that they were going to take a photo with you, but you were talking to him. So I didn't get like a staged photo with him, but it's kind of cooler that I'm like talking to him, which
true. Yeah. Shout out to you, Gonzo. Thank you for the $20.
Thank you, Gonzo.
Appreciate you. Again, Gonzo, thank you for the $5.
Thanks, man.
And the super sticker. John Brown, yo, Kyle, I live in North Carolina. Is there a favorite place you like to go to in North Carolina? So me and Crystal were at Pinehurst, the golf resort. And
is there like a town? Is there shit to do there?
So the thing about Pinehurst, it's almost like the cradle of American golf in a sense. I think there are golf courses that are older, but like a straight up golf town like that, I don't know if there's any that are older or that have more history. So it's basically like the guy who made it wanted to create like a Northeastern type town, like a town in like Vermont or Maine, wanted to bring that to rural North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And like you have like 10 golf courses there. You have the golf hotel.
Oh, wow.
The town is like very small. Like you don't see like big Walmarts or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Like it's all very like local owned type shit. And it's just a very, very nice golf type getaway. And so I've been there twice now. And if you love golf, it is a great place to go. It really is that simple. It's a phenomenal place. V-Man, thank you for the $5. I love the fact that Mamdani took his oath of office on the Quran owned by Puerto Rican independence advocate Arturo Schomburg. Yeah, that is kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah, he did like a lot of little nuggets that took out.
Yeah, he was repping leftiness.
Like he shouted out Jalen Brunson, threw up the 3 to the face. Like
love that.
He did a lot of little shit.
Stafford, thank you for the $10. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Kyle. You rail against Jimmy Dore and Dave Rubin for their right-wing grifts, but I've never heard you go after Anna Kasparian for her Why I Left the Left video with Jillian Michaels. Yeah, Anna's been on an interesting arc, hasn't she? So I really don't watch her stuff. So it's harder for me to comment on what's going on with her because I rarely see her say anything. But I know that she was part of that Her Take show where she's supposed to be the lefty on the panel. And I know she's still doing the Young Turks. But I don't know. Has it been? I doubt her thing has been as extreme as Jimmy Dore and Dave Rubin, right? You guys have to tell me because you watch it. I don't watch. No, I mean she does, but she hasn't posted on her own channel in a very long time. I don't think. Mm-hmm. But she's still with TYT and she does the Her Take show. But I don't really watch. I don't really watch her shit, so it's hard for me to say. But I would be shocked if she is pulling a full Jimmy Dore and full Dave Rubin. But you guys might know better than me, so you tell me.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
WMO, thank you for the $10. Hi, Kyle. Just wanted to express my appreciation to you. I used to be a Matt Walsh listener, but thanks to you, I've been able to get out of that and am authentically living my life as a trans woman. Well, shout out to you. Live your life as you fit and as you know you truly are inside.
Facts.
And we love you and appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I'm glad to hear that. CL Pastor, thank you for the $5. Kyle, please ask ChatGPT about Steven Skroronek's theory on political time and where we are in the cycle. It's the only thing giving me real hope. I don't know why Siri just kicked on when I said that. That's very strange. And it did it again. Stop it.
All right, he's got it.
Guitar Pro, thanks for the $5. If you need a new PC, phone, tablet, or whatever other tech items, buy them now. Prices are either going to surge this year or get worse for the same money. That's exactly right.
Yeah, you said the chips, right, are more expensive or some shit now?
Yeah, they're using it for the data centers. That's why. Sunai, thanks for the $10. Hey Kyle, what's your thoughts on the far right infighting online lately with the Groypers on one side and the teal-backed faction pushing guys like Captive Dreamer and Bronze Age Pervert? I love it. I love it when these people fight. I love it when my ops fight and tear each other to shreds. So keep it up. Keep fucking destroying each other. I'm sitting over here eating popcorn, sipping champagne, enjoying every second of it. So yeah, I love it. I love it. Keep going. I mean, I cover this stuff all the time because I live for it, you know. Rachel Atwood, thanks again for the $5. Emma Vigeland and Corin need to do an all sports live stream chat, maybe as a charity stream. In any case, you two could jock nerd it up like nobody's business. Yeah, that's true. Emma does love sports.
Sports?
Yeah, and she I think I don't know if she still does it, but she has done a sports show. Like she's just done her own sports show.
Oh, she loves a sports show. Tell her to throw me on that bitch with her, and I'll fucking freak some shit. We'd all freak some shit if there was a sports show. Yeah,
you guys are no more than me though. I can only really hold my own with basketball. Basketball and golf. I don't know shit about anything else. Okay. Jesus, thanks for the $20. What's good, y'all? 5 hours of sleep and 3 hours after my lunch left. Hopefully I can stay awake watching Zoran's inauguration. So cool. Bernie was there to officiate. Hopefully he does well and lifts up more candidates. Yeah, we'd love to see that. We'd love to see that. Thank you for the $20. That's a very kind donation.
And his gangster ass like gray jacket.
T-Man, thank you for the $5. Ad idea: Dems run flashback of Trump, drain the swamp, list all of the criminals he pardoned. The swamp was drained. It's a good ad, bro. I fuck with that ad. I fuck with that ad. Shout out to you. Corin, I'm going to take a piss real quick.
Yeah. But like, I don't even think they need to run those commercials anymore because it's not like he could run again. Let's see what's next. Maybe I can take a stab. Sorry, but you don't need to give JD Vance enough credit for being the first representative to take guns and stay fat. Is JD Vance even fat? I feel like he didn't do himself any justice when he went to like a donut shop and was buying mad donuts from everybody and was super awkward. But if people take their Ozempic, let them rock and take Ozempic. I don't know. Like, I'm sure he's, doing fine. This shit I definitely have never read. Have you ever read Whitney Webb's 2-volume book on Epstein, Allied One Nation under? Whew, yeah, I don't know. Kyle answers some of those questions because some of those shits I'm like, how do you even see that? But anyway, hopefully you guys tuned in on Monday when Molly was on. Were you a fan of Molly on our live stream? Because she did a good job. Here. He has a lot of physical event. What happened on that space? Who are you talking to? Me? Popcorn is life. Who's talking about popcorn? Were we? Maybe. Corin, what celebrity would you want to meet? Kyle, as a New York State Senator, what issues would matter most? I'll get back to that one.
All right, my bad, dog.
Oh, you're good. They hit me with some. No, that one we just read. JD Vance on Ozempic?
I'm sorry, but you don't give JD Vance enough credit for being the first vice president to take Ozempic and stay fat. Yeah, no, he's definitely lost weight. But yeah, to Park Twain's point.
Ozempic?
I think so. I think basically anybody who's lost a decent amount of weight in today's day and age, you can correctly assume they're on Ozempic because it works,
Yeah, true.
But yeah, he just has an unfortunate head. Like his head is not
a chubby face.
Yeah, and there's like, even though he's lost so much weight over here, like his head is still holding the weight. So it's just, it's just an unfortunate head, Anthony Grimo, thanks for the $10. Have you ever read Whitney Webb's 2-volume book on Epstein allied One Nation on under blackmail? She is an encyclopedia on that whole cabal. No, I never read her book on it, but I've read a lot of this. Like I put my knowledge up there with most people when it comes to Epstein. I've read everything Dropsite News has put out. I know a lot about the Epstein shit, so I'd put my knowledge up there too. Cloud V, thank you for the $10. What do you think will actually get comedy back on track? Rogan has destroyed comedy ass kissing and slurs passes comedy nowadays. Did you see that Will Montgomery bomb clip, Austin Bubble, and how bad? Yeah, I did see that clip and it was fucking horrible.
I didn't see it, but we saw him live, Will Montgomery, and he was horrible. He was
totally
like he had index cards and he was just screaming. And I was like, is this dude supposed to... I will say, all the people from Kill Tony, there's a guy who got on SNL. They're not funny. They're funny because like that's his whole shtick, is to like make them seem funny. But like a lot of those people aren't funny. Yeah, comedy's in a bad spot right now.
No, I totally agree. And what's gonna bring it back? I mean, when I honestly don't have a good answer to it, but like the Rogan sphere bubble has to fully burst, and that's one of the things that will help bring it back. Because like they've turned comedy into right-wing bullshit, and they've turned comedy into, I'm just going to be as offensive as possible. Like they're no longer comedians. They're just like shock jocks now. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's a different thing from comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like to get the reaction is not the same as a laughter reaction. So the Rogan sphere bubble has to fully burst, and that'll help us get back on track.
And a lot of the comedy too on social media is like banter with the crowds and shit like that. Like it's not like it doesn't seem like old school, like even Jerry Seinfeld, like original thoughts of like, oh wow, he thought like differently about some shit.
Well, shout out to Stavros, because he's fucking hilarious. Shout out to Gianmarco Ceresi, he's fucking hilarious. There's a lot of good comics out there who are not, fucking Rogan simps. And Stavros knows Rogan, but like he's fucking hilarious, and he's left leaning, but he also is not like Rogan, where like the politics is like so prominent in his act. Like he just happens to be a lefty. Yep. There are definitely good comics out there, but now there's a thriving industry that just beats up on the Rogan sphere. And so that's how nature is healing, is that now, you think back 5 years ago, there was nobody was making fun of the Rogan sphere. There was not a single voice that was doing that. And then now there's like literally hundreds of big channels that do it. And so that tells you like the backlash is here, and the results are going to follow,
Facts.
D Blues guy, thank you for the $5. As a professional musician, do you feel like I do that music will change and be less personal because of AI? Yeah, I'm. This is what I'm saying. Like I'm afraid of the AI shit. I really am, because like now if it can just do everything that we can do, like. The humanness is no longer like special. Like you've now faked humanness, and it's like, I don't know. That's a bleak world, because like the people with all the money and all the power could just get rid of us, right? You don't need our labor anymore. That like, what are they going to do with us? You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know. There's like really dark implications to this stuff, and people aren't taking it seriously. Yeah,
that's what made music so genuine, was that like people fucking really fucked with musicians because they connected with their music on a personal level. If it's just some computer doing it, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, and you got idiots like Rogan promoting AI music.
Yeah.
Like, oh, have you heard the 50 Cent fucking
like
AI? It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, and when somebody said to him, yeah, AI podcasts are good too, he goes, well, no, I don't know what you're talking about. So when it comes for his shit, he's like, no. But when it was somebody else's shit, oh yeah, that shit is awesome.
Yep.
Fargonaut, awesome name. Thank you for the $5. Hey Kyle, you start snoring yet? Would be funny if you did. All of a sudden, I'm gonna manifest you snoring this year. LOL. Happy New Year, by the way. Much love. No, I'm not. I'm not a snorer. I'm not a snorer. Yeah. So if I do start snoring, though, I'm gonna assume you're some sort of magician or devil or something, because that'd be weird.
My daughter snores, and I just put a nasal strip on her.
Oh, really?
That shit has changed her whole shit. She doesn't snore anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's great, because sleep apnea could be like a devastating thing. Anybody who has sleep apnea, fucking get that shit fixed, because your life will just get a million times better.
100%.
Alex, thank you for the $10. Kyle, I love how hard in the paint you go at Rogan and the Manosphere. Please keep spitting fire at those hacks. As a former JRE fan, I've become ashamed that I used to listen to his show and got a pick with him. Bro, we're in the same boat. Me and Corin are the same. You think me and Corin used to listen to him too? Like, we used to listen to him too. Like, we used to listen all the time.
I got pictures, all that shit. Yeah.
Everybody's
it was the same thing with Bill Maher. We were at a Bill Maher show. Like, we
talked
with him, like as you learn more about people and like their thoughts of shit, you're like, damn, why was I fucking with that guy?
Yeah, and like it could be, oh, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, and like, oh, you're actually saying things that are not only stupid but like have really horrible consequences. So yeah, I mean, it sucks, but we've all been there. There's no shame in it. We've all been there. So many of us have been there.
But one thing that like you were good on, even when you went on the like Apocalypse show or whatever he did, like you stood your ground on like, no, like Trump is not good. This is not going to be good for the country. Like you never really. And I'm not even just blowing smoke up your ass, but you never really catered to a lot of what people do on his show of just like, yeah, you're right. I agree. Like you were like, no, this is not going to be good. So you kept it real. I feel like the whole time for when you went on his shit.
True. That's true. Zora Sapphire, thank you for the $20. Very kind. Your unofficial Valenti VODs ambassador here, hoping Chris is still on your list for KKF. I know you guys will appreciate his candor. He's going to be elected president in 2032. By the way, much love, Corin. Happy New Year, guys. Yeah, no, I am. I watch some of that guy's stuff, and I'm a fan. He is he's the next generation. He is the next generation coming up. So he is still on the list, and I do plan on having him on Crystal Kyle and Friends. So
that's what's up. Thank you.
Pass the message to him that I say keep up the good work. Diego Saccarello, thank you for the $10. Kyle, how does it feel to see Rogan come out as a 2020 election skeptic in his recent episode with Shane Gillis, given that you were the guy that perfectly explained the Red Mirage scenario to him? Damn, man. I didn't watch the whole Shane Gillis episode, so I didn't know he said this. But man, if he actually is doing 2020 election denial now, he's just so cooked, bro. He's just so cooked. He's so deep in that world now. It's like there's no way home. Like he's so far gone. It's like we're not going to get him back. You know what I'm saying? So it's disgusting. It really is. McGuire, thank you for the $10. Why is MAGA okay with the Hitler-style Epstein Memorial Ballroom being built, but what Trump said about Rob Reiner was too far? Also, my Spurs would destroy Knicks in a 7-game series.
Bugging.
Ooh, man, no, them's fighting words, bro. Them's fighting words. It's funny you say this because I was actually thinking about this the other day. That the reason why I'm so high on my Knicks this year is I'm finding it hard to imagine anybody except the Thunder beating them in a 7-game series.
The only way we're losing games right now is like teams having historic nights. Like the Spurs won because that dude shot 11 threes and had a career night for like the Spurs. That's the only way we're losing right now. Is just
bro. I've watched so many of our games, and there's so many games where we play bad and win by 15.
Yep, and we're not.
You know what I'm saying?
Like we're playing a lot of our scrubs too.
Yes, we're playing our whole bench. We're not doing the same shit Thibodeau did last year. So outside of OKC,
like
we already put the smackdown on.
That's why I'm happy. Yeah, that the Spurs 100% have OKC's number because I don't 100%. Thunder.
I know we just lost them the other night, but we beat them when it mattered in the fucking NBA Cup. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like I'm very high on this team. So like, yeah. So McGuire, sorry, bro, but we gotta call you out on that one, dog. We gotta call you out. Alex, thank you for the $10. Happy New Year, Kyle and Corin. As a leftist progressive who was a UFC fan since 2008, I do not feel welcome in that community with the exception of Luke Thomas. Loved your interview. Would you have him on KKF? Oh, absolutely. I love Luke. Luke is the man. I was happy to be on his show. I don't know if I said this publicly, but Luke, one time I was walking to the Crystal Kyle and Friends studio and it was like the middle of summer and I was like in my full like on air outfit wearing my jacket and shit. And I was like sweating fucking bullets and I was like late. So I was like running on the streets of DC to get to the studio in time in the middle of like 90 degrees outside wearing my full suit.
That shit is worse when you get to your destination. You start sweating more bullets when you stop.
Totally. Well, anyway, Luke Thomas saw me on the street and like tweeted at me like, I just saw Kyle like running on the streets of DC, like sweating like a motherfucker in the middle of summer. And that was the first time I came across Luke. And then, yeah, he's always been a cool dude. But I brought that up to him when I was on his show when we were off air. And I was like, you remember this? He was like, oh, yeah, I think I kind of do remember that. So, yeah, anyway, I fuck with Luke. I like Luke. And, of course, he would be welcome on our show. Jaeger, however you say it. Thanks for the $10. I love how whenever a right winger says something disturbing, Joe Rogan will say they are just talking shit. But when some deranged left winger says something, he uses that to paint all liberals as bad. Yeah, and that's the MAGA brain that he has now. We saw this in real time when he was talking about. He said, "Did you see when Joe Biden said that the founding fathers had to take over the airports?" And then Jamie had to say to him, like, no, that wasn't Biden. Biden was quoting Trump, who had said that. Trump had said in the Revolutionary War, they did everything they had to do. They took over the airports. And so when it was Biden, it was, bro, this guy's cooked. This guy's got to go. His brain's not working. When he learned it was Trump that said that, he moved the goalpost to, he fucked up. So it went from like, you got to resign, it's horrible, to like, hey, he just fucked his words up. So, like, it's hack. He's a hack. He's a total hack. His brain is gone,
I missed this from Fart One.
Fart Wayne, thanks again for the $5. I think it's time to start seriously asking the question, did Trump touch his daughter Ivanka? Someone needs to ask her. I mean, look, I don't know if she would give an honest answer. So I'm not sure, like, what the asking and, would prove. But at the very least, what's that?
Didn't he already kiss her or say he, like, kissed her?
Well, but there was this weird thing on TV where he was asked, like, what he shares in common with Ivanka. He was on, like, The View or something, and he said, I was going to say sex.
Oh.
It's his daughter when she was, like, fucking 20 or something like that. It was very disturbing.
I remember that clip. Yeah.
Yeah. Jay Dunham, thank you for the $20. Why can't we talk more political folk music? Who is your favorite right now? Political folk music, I don't really know about that genre, if I'm being honest with you. So, unfortunately, I don't have a favorite for you, but we appreciate you. That's a very, very kind donation.
Yeah, that would be such a weird genre. Like, if Ted Cruz is, like, singing, like, Texas folk songs.
Alex B., thank you for the $5. Kyle, have you tried LV Imagination, Aventus Creed, or Baccarat Rouge 540? I got sample vials of all three for Christmas. Dem pick for 2028. So, right now, the Dem pick for 2028, I'm going Rokana. If Jon Stewart doesn't run, I'm going Rokana for 2028. To answer your question, I've never tried any of the Louis Vuitton fragrances. I wish I did, but I haven't tried any of them. I haven't tried Creed Aventus, but I did try a well-known knockoff of them known as Club de Nuit Intense Man. The opening was a little harsh for me. It was a little too lemony, citrusy. I don't know. It wasn't smooth, which I like smooth fragrances. And then Baccarat Rouge 540, I have not tried, but I have seen some talk about that one. Is that one of the controversial ones? Let me see. Baccarat Rouge 540. That sounds
like some crazy shit.
Woody, amber, warm, spicy, metallic, fresh, spicy, aromatic, white floral, animalic, fresh. Normally, I'm not a fan of animalic notes, dog. So, like, to me, I'm not sure this is for me. Saffron, jasmine, amberwood, ambergris, fir resin, cedar, sugar, and ambroxan, oak moss. Yeah, I'm not sure. The animalic portion of this puts me off. I know it's tiny, but anyway, I haven't tried that one either. But I've heard things about it.
Thanks.
But shout out to you. Yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Victoria Ford, thank you for the $10. Corin, it was great meeting Molly, but you got to get her off Chat GPT. Kyle, what can Colorado do about water bill? Hopeful 2026 will be a big, beautiful year. Thanks for keeping us sane. Happy New Year. So I think what's going to happen with this water bill is
what's the water bill?
They're going to override Trump's veto. Trump vetoed a bill that like got Colorado clean water because he was mad at Lauren Boebert. And Lauren Boebert like co-sponsored the bill. What? But I think they have the votes to override his veto. So I think it's going to go back and they're going to override the veto and they're going to smack his bitch ass down. That's my guess as to what's going to happen. I honestly think that's going to happen. So yeah, this could actually have a good ending on this particular story. But yeah, and thank you. Happy New Year to you as well.
Yeah, and I don't know what Molly. I mean, I use ChatGPT for shit too. I don't know. She doesn't use it like aggressively, but like uses it for some shit.
The thing I say to my audience is, do not talk to it like it's your friend. Yes. Don't do that. Do not do that. If you try to do a Google search and you can't find an answer on some shit, and you need an answer on some shit, you can ask some dry ass factual question.
Yep,
that's what you can ask it. But do not, under any circumstances, talk to it on some casual shit like it's your friend, because AI psychosis is a real thing, and people are out there fucking murdering people because they're fucking getting convinced by the AI to do it.
And having sex with like AI toys.
John Brown, thanks again for the $20. On the parental discipline thing, my dad beat the shit out of me and my brother growing up and used the Bible to justify it. I battled through addiction and am luckily doing well now, My older brother has been in prison. Jeez, man, I'm really sorry to hear that. Look,
Yeah.
man, all I can say in response to that is, and I know it sounds kind of corny, but I mean it. It's not your fault. Like, it's not your fault. So I don't know if you or your brother hanging on to stuff from the past about that, which would be perfectly understandable because it sounds like a really rough upbringing, but like, it's really not your fault. You know, it's like that scene in
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting where Robin Williams is hugging Matt Damon. It's not your fault, bro. Like, it's not your fault. So whatever the fuck he did to you, man, that's him. Like, he's the problem. You did nothing wrong. And so I'm happy to hear that you're doing well. And, you know, let's leave the past in the past and let's fucking get our train on the tracks here and do the right shit from here on out. But I'm sorry to hear that, bro. But, you know, it's not your fault. And that's your dad's issue right there, you know?
Facts. Period on that.
Steve, thanks for the $20. Hey, Kyle, look up the Delta Project from Blame It on George or Jorge. It's about a child sex trafficking ring ran during the 1970s to 1980s worldwide, run by John David Norman. Many of those involved were rich and got away with it, sadly. Wow. The Delta Project.
I feel like that shit sounds familiar, but I'm just thinking of the airlines.
The Delta Project. The Delta Project. Blame it on Jorge or George. The most terrifying conspiracy. Okay. Yeah, I see this. Almost 1 million views on this video. Okay. Wow. I'll check that out.
Thanks, Steve.
Off the island, $10. Thank you very much. A Kennedy ran against Markey in Massachusetts in 2020, a massive corporate dem endorsed by Pelosi, even though Pelosi scolds other Democrats for running against other Democrats in primaries. Yep, that sounds all too correct right there. That is just like them. Thank you for the $10. We appreciate you, bro. Stephanie, thank you for the $10. The left needs to support the equality model to S-work, to sex work, I think that means. Because the demand fuels what Trump and Epstein did. What do you guys think? Happy New Year. Look, I've always been in favor of legalizing, taxing, and regulating sex work. And I know that in just outside of Vegas, sex work is legal, and they've literally never had an STD as a result of the rules and the regulations and the condom wearing and stuff like that. So it is without a doubt safer. It eliminates the black market for sure. So I think I genuinely agree with that. But, you know, you obviously have to. Like, there can be no market at all for child stuff like that, because that, you know, that's just immoral and unethical, and it's evil, and you know, it ruins people's lives. So, you know, you got to ban that, and even though there still will be a black market for that, you got to fucking crack down on that black market too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for adults, yes, legalize, tax, and regulate it for adults. Make sure everything's safe and everybody's healthy. But for kids, hell no, we're cracking down hard, and like, throw the book at anybody who's involved in child sex trafficking, because that shit is beyond evil.
Yeah, those are usually the guys that get beat up the most in prison.
Sing into the intercom. Thank you for the $20. Kyle, I've been watching your show for nearly a decade. Don't you think Zoran's win is a watershed moment? I'm a songwriter, been published in alerty anthologies. It's my dream to be on KKF. Well, to answer your question on Zoran, I do think Zoran winning is a watershed moment. I do. It kind of felt like it. It felt very, you know, euphoric when he won. But then the more you reflect on it, the more you realize, like, no, this actually is a huge deal, and this matters, and this could like be our future. Is candidates like Zoran winning all over the place. So that shit was truly incredible. And thank you very much for the $20, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yeah. Uncommon Cinema, thanks for the $5. Kyle and Corin, what is your earliest memory you have from your childhood? Do you remember what you were doing or what was going on?
I don't. Mine is just from like old VHS tapes of like me, you know, with my grandparents or something like that, you know?
So I know that when I was probably 4 years old, something like that.
Damn.
3 or 4. We took a trip to Wyoming. My dad was hunting, and I ran off of a pier. I ran and jumped off of a pier.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it wasn't into water. It was into like sand or something like that. I feel
okay.
Now, I don't remember that, but when you show me a picture of me next to my dad wearing like a little cowboy hat and this little fluffy jacket, this little fluffy like leather jacket, when I see that, I can kind of vaguely put myself back being there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like there's that. I have a memory from maybe when I was like 7 or something like that of me and my dad had gone fishing, and I was like cleaning out the cooler and like putting the cooler back in the garage. For some reason, that stuck with me. Fishing with my dad as a kid, hitting shots at the golf range when I was a kid, maybe like 6 or 7 years old. I kind of remember that. 6, 7. My brain is fucking cooked, bro.
I was just thinking, I'm the same. Like when I see like an old photo or an old video, I can kind of put myself back into that like time and place. But outside of that, like I don't have many memories of like, oh, when I was 6, I did this. Or, like I have to see it.
Overall, my brain is cooked. Like overall, like I can't remember what I eat for fucking breakfast. So, but yeah, I can kind of, if I see pictures or shit or have moments, I could kind of go back to there, you know. My mega kid, thank you for the $5. Happy New Year, boys. Love these streams so much. Kyle, how hopeful are you of mass student debt relief eventually? I don't know how aggressively to be paying. I don't know, bro. I don't know because we had, I got a hair in my mouth. It's annoying the shit out of me. There it is. I don't know, bro, because Biden tried to do it a number of different ways. He got some of it through, but not all of it through. And then Trump came in there and made it fucking worse and made everybody pay it back. And delinquency rates are through the roof. And I don't know if the next Democratic president is gonna follow through. You know, because the court's already slapped it down a number of different ways. So I wouldn't bank the student debt relief coming, but like expect the worst and hope for the best is what I would say. But yeah, it's just evil what they do, man. Just fucking trap people in debt slavery is fucking horrible.
Yep.
Double Agent, thanks for the $5. Not sure if you heard about Razor Fist lately, but he's gone from pretending to be a libertarian to the full-on Trump cultist we all knew he was. Wow, what a surprise. All these people end up being the exact same. It's fucking disgusting. Jared Pierman, thanks for the $5. Hey, guys, long-time lurker, been watching since 2015. Keep up the awesome work. Well, thank you, Jared.
Thanks,
that is very, very kind of you, my friend. We appreciate you. Alias, thanks for the $5. Gamers Nexus is his tech review and news channel. GCNA, Gamers Nexus Consumer Advocacy, is where he does his consumer reporting. It's another channel. Yeah, I did pull up his YouTube channel, so I have it up here to take a look at.
Thanks, Fib.
Abby Glam, thanks for the $5. Appreciate you.
Just because it's a accomplishment.
Singing to the intercom, thanks again for the $2. I got a hole in one over a lake, my first golf game. That sounds like some Kim Jong-un shit, bro. I got to be honest with you, because nobody gets a hole in one the first time they play golf. That is like that has probably literally never happened.
Golden Tee or some shit.
Yeah, mini golf or Golden Tee or some shit. Columbia Rican, thanks for the $10. Just to add to Alias's point, I apologize for not mentioning Gamer Nexus's exact channel. I forgot that he has multiple channels, but he also did a deep dive on tariffs earlier this year. Must watch. Okay. All right, that sounds good. Like I said, I did pull his channel up. Jack Thomas, thanks for the $5. Kyle, I want you and Candace Owens to debate because I want to see if you get mad enough to say it. Say the N-word? Is that what you're getting at? I think that's what they're getting at. You tripping, man. That is not happening. Jared Pierman, thanks for the $5. Corin mentioned the other week about how you think you could coach gymnastics. As a gymnastics coach myself, supporting skills can take time to learn. Oh, I'm sure. Coaching 100%. Anything is
I'm sure. Yeah, I definitely couldn't. I probably said that shit jokingly, but I could pick up sports pretty quickly, and I feel like a lot of coaching is just like reinforcing like positivity and shit. Usually, if they're advanced enough, they know what the fuck they're doing.
Brian Jeanson, thanks for the $5. Thoughts on Joe Malone, Murr, and Tonka and Creed original vetiver? Have not tried any of them, unfortunately. I wish I could answer that question, but I have not tried any of them.
Yeah, those sound like wrestlers.
No, it's fragrance stuff.
Oh, those are all fragrances.
But wait, the Creed one, I don't know. There's one that's like Creed Mountain Water or some shit, and it's like a more expensive version of Cool Water. I've tried Cool Water, but I haven't tried any of these. Krantz Official, thanks for the $5. Me again. Seems like I'm going to have to Andy Dufresne you. Corin, please check your email. Wait, is this about Beta Boys? We watched it. We watched
Beta Boys.
We watched it. It was very good. Yes, it was very good. Yeah. Lila sent it, and then I sent it to Corin. We both watched it. It was very good. Thank you for your time and effort in making that.
Yeah. No, you put a lot of time into it. It was good, man. It was really good. Kyle sent it to me, so that was good job.
And Lila sent it to me, so she deserves the credit.
Facts.
Asha, not you again. Thanks for the $5. Crazy small world we live in. I live 3 miles from the girl who unalived herself in San Antonio and drive by there frequently. Mental health crisis is real. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, that's horrible. That is terrible to hear.
Yeah, it's sad.
Snow, thanks for the $5. Hi, guys. Happy New Year. Wishing you both a successful year with your YouTube channel. You guys are amazing. Well, you are amazing, and thank you for watching.
Thank you, Snow.
Very happy to have you here.
Much love.
Michelle Meister, thanks for the $7. Hey, Kyle, can you shout out my boyfriend Sam and our baby girl Grace? Corin, I love the episode with Molly. More info, please. I absolutely can shout out both Sam and your baby girl Grace.
Fun fact: Kyle's mom's name,
Grace. That's right. So shout out to
on the episode with Molly.
Shout out to Michelle, Sam, and baby Grace out there. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Michelle.
Jalen Antoine, thank you for the $9, man, or $10. That's very kind of you.
Thank you, Jalen.
Jason, thank you for the $14 or $13. Do you think most of Trump's power has already been spent? If GOP lose Congress this year, he is already half the way through his trifecta. Also, Bad Boy Cobalt is my favorite fragrance. Yeah, it is. It's great. It is great. I don't have a bottle of it yet, but I had a little sample. I do want to buy
that Bad Boy. I might have to. Oh, that's that expensive ass one.
No. This is not the expensive one.
Oh, okay.
No, you're thinking of Tom Ford is really expensive. Bad Boy is just regular expensive, not crazy expensive. It's called Bad Boy Cobalt. I think you would like it.
Yeah,
it's fresh. It's aquatic. It's like unique. There's nothing about it that makes people go like, ugh. Yeah, sometimes you try a fragrance and you can tell like this one could be controversial. There's a note in here that some people might not like. There's nothing like that in Bad Boy Cobalt. It's just all like good stuff. So I think you'd like it. But anyway, what was the question about Trump's power? Yes, I do think Trump's power has mostly already been spent. He blew his load very quickly. There was a minute there where it looked like, he was Teflon and going to fucking take everything down. And he did run into a wall of resistance from the public. And now the court stood up to him a little bit on certain issues. He literally tweeted the other day that he was like, withdrawing some of the troops that he had deployed all over the place because the Supreme Court said he had to. So like, Stephen Miller was overreaching like a motherfucker. Yeah, like they're running into practical like roadblocks now, and it appears like they don't have the sauce anymore. He's at like 35% approval rating. Like they know they don't have the popular backing anymore, so they can't like. Crystal said she's less worried now about them just outright stealing the next election and getting away with it because the vibe in the country have shifted so hard that there's no buy-in from the public anymore. So yeah, I do think they sort of blew their load too early. I do.
Good analogy.
Abdullah, thanks for the $7 or $8. Why was Tom Artyom Alexandrovich allowed to return home after being arrested in the U.S. for child predation? That is a great question, and I believe it's because he's tied directly to the Israeli government. So there's that. Yeah, I remember that story. That story was incredibly disturbing. There was also that Israeli spy, Jonathan Pollard, I think his name was, who was spying for Israel but was in the CIA, and then he was freed by the U.S. government. And now Mike Huckabee, the ambassador to Israel, is like meeting with him. There's a guy who literally spied on the country, and now he's like treated like he's on the team. It's very bizarre. Jalen Antoine, thanks again for the $10. What do you think about Katie Wilson's win in Seattle's mayoral election? Everyone is talking about Zoran's win, but Katie Wilson's is big because Seattle's is the biggest city in the Pacific Northwest. I love it. And Crystal interviewed Katie Wilson, I believe. So, I absolutely love that. And Katie is super fucking intelligent and a real lefty, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's what's up. Yeah,
Cut the Camel. Thank you for the $15. Watch the new The Age of Disclosure documentary to get caught up on UFOs. There's plenty of very credible testimonies. It'll be more interesting than you think. Happy New Year. Maybe. Sagar isn't Sagar obsessed with UFOs? And I know Rogan's obsessed with UFOs too. Yeah.
Still not buying that shit.
At least take a look. Yeah. Lucas Magnus, thanks for the $5. Weird AI slop on Facebook or Twitter makes me wonder how much water did it cost humanity to make this. Bro, I'm telling you, every time I send Corin like some goofy ass fucking AI video of some like fat woman on a pig running on the highway holding an American flag, it's like, bro, our electricity bill went up 13% to make this. You know what I'm saying? Like half of Memphis is poisoned, so we could make this. It's disgusting what this country's coming to.
But they are pretty funny, so they're worth a couple bucks.
Columbia Rican, thanks again for the $5. I'm now thinking that the Mad Max World movie series was caused due to idiots making Sora videos of cats waking up people by playing instruments. Bro, it's so funny you mentioned that. I literally saw one of those today. I was like, really? It's funny how certain things catch on. Like, I don't know, Corin, if you saw the ones where like fat people jumping into these pools that are at the top of like skyscrapers. Yeah. There's like a million versions of those. And like that was the shit the other day. And then it became like fat people riding pigs and shit.
Now it's
like
cats doing shit.
Now it's cats playing instruments. Like there's weird shit that just catches on, you know?
Yeah, it's I thought about that the other day too. It was just like, how does shit become popular?
Squidward Tentacles, thanks for the $5. Kyle, use his line Use his line on your show to drive home the point regarding the Epstein files. Those who hide the files fear the trials. That's good, and that rhymes. Very clever. Thank you, Squidward.
True. It's like
Handle. Thanks for the $5. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Do you think the entire Republican Party is addicted? Is that supposed to say addicted like the Nazis? That Marco Rubio video was incredible. He is coked out. Oh, I know what you're asking now. Yeah, bro. These Republicans, like, they're fucking degenerates. Like, I know they accuse liberals and leftists and Democrats of like we're the fucking party animals and we're the people who have no family values and all that stuff. But yeah, Marco Rubio was coked to the gills allegedly in that video that I covered. And like, yeah, there's all sorts of debauchery going on. There's sex parties. Remember that guy, Madison Cawthorn, who said he was invited to a fucking orgy when he was a congressman? Like, there's all sorts of debauchery going on. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if all of them are on one substance or another, for sure.
Just because she's a real one.
Artoria's Tempest, thank you for the $2. What is Lilith's YouTube channel name? Lilith's YouTube channel name is... I'm going to find... If I can't find it here, I'm just going to pull it up on my phone because I know I have it in here. Here, I'll pull it up.
Well, if you're watching, write it so we can see.
No, I'll be able to pull it up. I'll be able to
you have it? Okay.
Yeah, it's in our texts. That's the that's Beta Boys is in here. I just scrolled past Beta Boys. Keep going. Here we go. Nope, this is Legal Eagle. Hold up.
If Lilith isn't watching, she's usually a real one on here.
Here we go. I found it. Here we go. Well, no, I don't know if this one is not. I think this is a podcast she was on the other day.
Oh, she goes on a podcast?
At Detroit Atheist Queen is a podcast she was on the other day, but this is not her channel. Hold on, let me see if I can find one of her channel. So she was on a podcast, Detroit Atheist Queen, the other day. Here we go. Here, I think I found it. So it's at Lil of All Trades.
Oh, right. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, so it's at LIL, Lil of All Trades. That's her channel. At Lil of All Trades. Everybody go subscribe to it. Everybody go show Lilith some love. She's a real one. She's been day one. She was with Secular Talk.
LIL of All Trades?
Correct. At Lil of All Trades. Yep. Everybody go subscribe. If you're watching this right now, everybody go subscribe to Lilith's channel. Correct. Show her some love. Giorgio the Malamute, thank you for the $5. Thoughts on Tom Steyer supporting Medicare for all and running for California governor? P.S. You are skinny legends. Skinny legends? Huh.
Bro, don't you see these pythons, man?
I don't know. Have they ever been called that before? Have you ever been called that before?
No.
I haven't even been called skinny in like forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess I take that as a compliment. I saw something that was like, I don't know if it was good or bad if a bartender asks you for your ID. Like if they're like, nah, you're good. We get it. You're old enough. That's bad, right?
Yeah, totally. It's great. Tom Steyer coming out for Medicare for all is great. He's a class trader. He's a billionaire who's a class trader. So those are the only billionaires that are good, are the class traders. So shout out to him for that. We'll see. I think he's got a decent chance of winning the race. You know, we'll find out. I don't know who's running against him, but he does have a name for himself. Snow, thanks for the $5. Corin, which celebrity would you want to meet? Kyle, as a New York State senator, what issues would matter the most in your district?
I wanted to meet Bernie Sanders really bad, man. That was one that I was always hoping Kyle would like do some shit with him, and he was like, "Hey, you want to pull up and see him?" I just fucking love Bernie Sanders.
Yeah,
I don't think he's like a celebrity.
In a sense, he is. Right? You know, he's one of the most famous politicians in the country. You know,
or Jim Carrey too would be pretty dope.
As a New York State senator, well, I wouldn't be a New York State senator, but I don't know, getting a universal healthcare system set up. I like what Zoran's talking about, getting a universal child care system set up. He's doing it for New York City, but I think for the whole state would be good. De Blasio did a good job with universal pre-K in New York City, maybe having universal pre-K at the state level. All, the basic stuff. It's always the basic stuff. So
is that Minnesota shit real? Are they really like scamming money in Minnesota with these child care things?
It's fucking right-wing bullshit. The motherfucker's a total liar. Yeah, he's a lying scumbag. Scumbag.
So weird.
Yeah. And they outed like his family as being scammers. It's a fucking joke.
fucking random.
They whip up a moral panic to try to get people mad at black people in Minnesota to try to deport Somalis, you know?
Yeah, and they're like, and then the next day all these kids came. It's like, I send my kids to childcare. Like, you can't just like on the snap of it have a whole group of people start bringing their kids to your like fucking childcare. Like, it's not how that works.
A young man going, let me see the kids. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like, that's insane. The skeptic leftist, thanks for the $5. Hey, Corin, have you been watching the Bears this season? Any thoughts?
I have been watching them a little bit. Caleb Wilson is nice. Caleb Williams, sorry, is he's a real deal. He was always good at USC. He's got a good coach now, Ben Johnson. Maybe they'll win one game in the playoffs. I don't think they're going to go very far, but they got a good team. Yeah, they got a really good coach, and that's all that you just need a good coach to do well in football.
At Staffer, thank you for the $5. Isn't TYT the place that produced Jimmy Dore, Dave Rubin, and now in the middle of its own arc away from the left? I mean, Jank is been planted his flag as sort of an enlightened centrist, right? He would say like I'm populist left, but I think in his rhetoric he's very enlightened centrist, very like both sidesy, trying to build a coalition of the populist left and the populist right in order to defeat MAGA. Like, this is what he's in favor of. So they did produce Jimmy Dore. They did produce Dave Rubin. They also produced Kyle Kulinski. So if you like this show, like you got to give a little credit on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Got to give a little credit on that shit. SD119CA, thank for the $5. Kyle, I'm a big fan. I would really like for you to debate Destiny about social democracy, liberalism, and capitalism. Destiny's not a very big fan of mine. So, you know, a couple times he's been mentioned in the chat, but everybody brings him up as if like, you know, there's a chance of me and him collaborating, but he's on the record about his absolute disdain for me. So I'm not sure that would happen, but we appreciate you. Thank you for the $5. King Wizard, thanks for the $5. Pistons fan here. Let's run it back. Indeed. Let's do exactly that.
Fuck the Pistons.
Dave Marvin, thanks for the $10. 51-year-old single dad in Seattle. My 15-year-old son visits his mom 2 times a year. He just got back from Kansas. Holy shit. His MAGA mom and her 3%er husband were praising Hitler during his 5-day visit. Ugh, holy shit, bro. Yeah. Might want to limit that visit to 1 time a year. Because I think legally you might have to do 1, but let's keep it at the bare minimum, bro. Like, yes. You're in charge. Let's say that much. Near the Far World, thanks for the $5. Biologists and scientists in the field stress preservation and minimizing interaction. Maybe the HD photos exist because they delete them via hack. Do not know, my friend, but thank you very much for the $5.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Christian Lizondo, thank you for the $5. In a previous podcast, you mentioned that you have a pickup truck. What model, brand is it? By the way, I'm from OKC, so thanks for beating the Spurs when we couldn't.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome. But now we have to beat you guys. So sorry, but we got to come through you also. So I have a Ford F-150. I believe it's like 2023, maybe 2022. And it's the short bed one. And I love it. I never want to drive anything but a truck ever again because it's just so roomy and spacious and comfortable compared to everything else. I'm only 6 feet tall, but you'd think I'm like 6'6", the way I feel like super comfy in a truck and like not in anything else anymore, you know?
Yeah. Chad has a pickup truck. He's got a Honda.
Oh, nice.
SR, some shit. Honda something.
Me and your brother in an exclusive club, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta hop in our club, bro. Setlist Travel, thanks for the $5. Have I tried Blue de Chanel, and what are my thoughts on Bath and Body Works fragrances? For the money, they have some good scents. So on the Bath and Body Works one, bro, Bath and Body Works has some fucking phenomenal stuff. They absolutely do. The only issue with like body sprays and those sorts of fragrances is they're gone like immediately.
Quick, right?
Yeah, they're gone within like an hour or two. Like it is just immediate that it goes away. Yeah. So that's the issue with like body sprays and Bath and Body Works stuff. But outside of that, the scents are great themselves. They just don't last. I actually haven't tried Blue de Chanel yet. Corin, this is the one that you said your brother-in-law.
Brian uses? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if your brother-in-law uses the eau de toilette, the eau de parfum, or the parfum.
Yeah, I don't know.
He uses one of those 3 probably, but I don't know which one he uses. But I haven't. The only reason I haven't tried it yet is because none of the discounters online sell Blue de Chanel. So you actually have to like go into a retail store that sells it, and like not even all the retail stores sell it. Like there's a perfume place by me, like a fragrance place in the mall, and they don't even have Blue de Chanel. So like they're very restrictive with who gets to sell their shit. And so that's why I haven't tried it yet, but it's on my list of shit to try because
that kind of makes it a little bit more like, mysterious.
They make it a little more exclusive by doing that. But like, I can't wait to try it, but I'm not sure if I'm probably either going to end up with the eau de parfum or the parfum, but I got to try it because I want one of them for sure.
Yeah.
PNW Resist. Thanks for the $5. Second Amendment equals insurance against being dragged to camps, undocumented, can't own guns. They'd love to do that to more of us like trans. More bans are unconscionable. I mean, it depends, right? Like, we should have basic regulations of guns, obviously. We shouldn't have legal automatic weapons. I mean, and they are already illegal, right? So, like, there's some line. The question is, where do you draw the line? You know what I'm saying? But it's always been a little bit of cope, this argument, I feel like, because they have nukes, bro. Like, they have nukes, they have tanks, they have fighter jets, they have drones. Like, our fucking Ruger 22s are not going to be able to stand up to that. You know what I'm saying? But having said that, look, I'm a moderate on the issue. I believe in basic regulation, but I also believe law-abiding citizens have a right to own guns. So I'm sort of in the middle on this particular issue. Juan Pimentel, thanks for the $10. Hey, boys, Happy New Year. We went to Zoran's block party, and gotta say, it was pretty poorly organized. They should definitely take a page from AMLO's massive gathering event playbook next time. Huh, interesting. I did not know that, but yeah. Pretty cool that you went, though, regardless of the fact that it, didn't go great,
He's done a lot. I mean, he's trying a lot of shit, man. See, some stuff works, some stuff doesn't.
Eddie, thanks for the $20. Very kind of you. Does Israel prevail? I was listening to Quexin, and he said Israel will win in the end. The temple will be rebuilt. I disagree. I think Israel has crossed the Rubicon. I don't see them prevailing. The whole world is tired of them. So it's a difficult question to answer. So, like, they have the power. They have the ability to win, whatever that means, right? To, like, wipe out Gaza, wipe out the West Bank, and, all that stuff. But they did lose the world at the same time, like you're pointing out. Like, the world is like, hey, fuck you. We just saw you do a genocide. Like, what the fuck is this? So, like, I actually don't know what happens in this scenario because they have the money, they have the power, they have the backing of the U.S. military, which is the world's strongest military. So on that alone, it's like, yeah, you can kind of get away with whatever you want to get away with. But if you lose the rest of the world and they actually, like, cut off trade ties with you and that nobody, like, trades with you economically anymore, like, that's sort of like a death sentence. So I don't know. I actually don't know what happens. And I don't think anybody knows, if I'm being honest with you, because I could see it going either way. So I guess we're all going to find out together. But it's a good question. And thanks for the $20. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Eddie.
CK Progressive, thanks for the $5. Goodbye holiday season. Hello tax season. Oh, don't say that, bro. It's not April yet. It is not April yet. Sing into the intercom. Thanks for the $5. I'm a political folk musician. It's about blending the traditional with current and timeless topics. I'm the anti-fascist tradition. Happy New Year's. Well, thank you. Sing into the intercom. We appreciate you, man, and that's very cool. Keep up your political folk music. That's awesome. Edward, thanks for the $5. How come neither you or Crystal confront Sagar and Emily for their fascist views? It's like Breaking Point sweeps under the rug, bro. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but Crystal regularly gets in heated debates with Sagar, and I don't know how much you've been paying attention, but she beat his ass into the ground repeatedly this year. Repeatedly. So this is just, not only is this wrong, this is just disrespectful. Like, for you to comment on some shit, like, so openly, but you, like, literally so have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I'm actually offended at this comment. Like, straight, I'm offended by this. In fact, if Lilith was moderating this bitch right now, I'd say ban this motherfucker for offending me that fucking severe. Like, are you kidding me? Crystal regularly has to deal with right-wingers on her show, and she fucking hammers them all the time. Now, me, on the other hand, I never do shows with Sagar. I never do shows with Emily. So what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to fucking cover them? What are you talking about? And they're not going to make my show on my own. I got more important shit to talk about than an opinion of Sagar and Emily. So anyway, I want to take a shower after reading that comment. Jesus Christ, man.
You heard it. Do your homework, Edward.
Get it together. What the fuck? PNW Resist, thanks for the $5. End the drug war, higher wages, free mental health care, better work/life balance would go way further, solving gun violence than banning and criminalizing. All right. From your lips to God's ears. Thanks for the $5. Appreciate you. Brady, thanks for the $10. I think the economy and billionaires shit is taking effect on normies. My conservative factory coworkers and I were debating universal health care. They now say billionaires should pay for it. I'm telling you, man, you cannot replace the right understands the politics of division. So they know how to say blame trans people, blame immigrants, like blame these minority communities. They're the problem. The problem with Democrats is that we haven't replaced their story with the better story. Their story is blame those people. They ruined your life. Our story needs to be, no, they're with us. They're the good people. The bad people are the billionaires and the warmongers and the fascists. Those are the people you hate. Those are the people you should blame, right? And Democrats never learned this. They always thought if they gave like vague platitudes about we need America to come together for equality and justice and togetherness, and they thought if you said shit like that, people would love it. It's like, no, that sounds empty. You need to tell a story and have villains and have good guys. You know what I'm saying? So now people are starting to get it.
Thanks, Brandy.
Lizzie, shout out to you. Thanks for the $5. Oh, damn, y'all still on. As guys, what's your thoughts on fragrances like Absolute, Aventus, Creed, or Effin' Fabulous Tom Ford? So that's one of the ones I tried, the Tom Ford one. I wasn't a fan of Effin' Fabulous. I was not a fan of it. I don't remember what it was about it that I didn't like, but the two Tom Ford ones I liked were Tobacco Vanille and Oud Wood. And Absolute, Aventus, Creed. I never tried that in particular. I did try a Creed Aventus knockoff called Club de Nuit Intense Man. Not great. The opening was harsh. I think the dry down was better, but the opening was harsh, so I wasn't a huge fan of it. So those would be my take on those two. But yes, we are still on. We're probably wrapping up shortly, but we're here.
We're towards the end.
Brady, thanks for the $5. My conservative coworker also talked about wanting to unionize for higher wages because everyone, including myself, are feeling the hurt. Yeah, man. That's always if you organize and you fucking become a union, you're incredibly powerful. But if you are one person trying to fight back against management, it's not going to happen. So yeah, you guys are onto it. Uncommon Cinema Prod, thanks for the $5. Corin, have you thought about cucumbers on the eyes? Kyle, look into a light diffuser. Softens the hard light on your face.
Kyle is good light. I think.
This new ring light I have, I could change the warmth of the light too. So if the light's a little too cool now, I can make it warmer.
Oh, really? Is it a new light?
Yeah, Crystal bought a new ring light here.
Oh, wow.
It just has more settings. I can make it warmer, cooler, brighter, less bright. So,
and I got to look into the cucumbers on my eyes. Will that take away the bags underneath the bottom of my shits?
I think that's what they're saying. I think that's what they're saying. That it would help with that.
Thank you for uncommonly.
Columbia Rican, thanks for the $5. Oh, don't forget that there was another special election in Iowa State Senate, and Renee Hardman, Democrat, beat the Republican by a huge percentage. I believe the number was like 71% or something like that. Yeah, it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. To be fair, it was a Democrat plus 16 district, but like still way bigger victory than, yeah. Gillis, thanks for the $10. Bezos only takes $80K a year. Most of his wealth is his stake in Amazon. How would taxing him at 100% after his first billion work? Would it come out of Amazon? Would that hurt the working class by raising Amazon prices? You would have to. There's a million ways you could do the taxes, but like, yes, just like a wealth tax, like they have to liquidate certain assets. You know what I'm saying? They do this trick where it's like, oh, I don't even take a salary. All the money stays in the company. But like, that's just a trick to not pay any income tax. And so they keep the money in the company and say, it's not income, it's not mine. So they have all these loopholes. They have a million ways. If you're wealthy, you have a million ways to not pay taxes. Yep. But like the loopholes are bullshit, and we need to make these people pay taxes. And so whether that's through a higher marginal tax rate and through their income, or it's a higher capital gains tax rate with their investments, or it's a higher corporate tax rate, there's a million ways to do it. But like, even if that requires, hey, you need to liquidate some assets to do this, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to eliminate the loopholes.
With Twitter, like he didn't have the money or something like that. He didn't like actually have the money. Like something happened with Elon where he said he didn't have the money to pay for something, like the actual money, but then used it to buy Twitter or some shit.
Yeah, he may have taken just a loan from a bank to buy Twitter.
Yeah.
And again, he does this too, where he effectively paid like a 0% tax rate or like a less than 10% tax rate because he doesn't take any income.
Yeah, exactly.
So he just keeps it in the company, but says, I didn't make any money personally. And so that's a way for him to just not pay taxes. It's disgusting. Greg Wright, thanks for the $5. I'd like to encourage people to check out Dark Matter 2525, specifically his recent release. Very well thought out and researched. Yeah, I've heard of that guy. That guy's cool.
Thanks, Greg.
The real Foxer, thank you for the $5. Hey Kyle, what do you think of Washington State doing a millionaire tax? The only reason we lack an income tax at the moment is due to a BS Supreme Court case. Yeah, I love it. I'm in favor of raising taxes on the wealthy. There's different ways you can construct it, but like I'm in favor of it as a general rule. Hamira, thanks for the $6. You should do a secular sport channel hosted by Corin, focusing on politics, crossing over into sports, players' rights, and stuff like that. I mean, it's not a bad idea. The only problem is like there's only so many stories like that.
Yeah, and I don't know the technicalities of like political shit crossing over into that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's enough there to do a show on a regular basis with that, but we appreciate you. Indurl, thanks for the $7. Hey Kyle, what do you think of what Mark Carney has done so far in his term as leader? I don't know. You tell me. I have not been following Canadian politics very closely because I'm trying to ward off fascism in this hellscape we call a country here. But you tell me how you think he's doing. Stafford, thanks for the $5. The Elanted centrist direction is where Rubin went before going MAGA. Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's a fair point. Because he went all like Sam Harris-y, and then eventually he became full MAGA. I don't know. I can't see Cenk going full MAGA. Can you? I can't see that.
I can.
I can't see it.
I don't know. I think I can.
You can see it? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I think he could sell out.
Well, I didn't mention anything about selling out. I said about MAGA.
Yeah.
I can't see him going full MAGA.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. Asian Piano Man, thank you for the $10. Kyle, thanks so much for the Ralph's Club New York recommendation last week. I committed to a bottle solely based off your recommendation. I have no regrets. I'm just getting into fragrances. Have you tried Le Labo Noir 29? I have not tried that, but maybe I'll take a look at that.
So much shit. I didn't realize how many people were into fragrances and shit.
I'm telling you, bro, it's a whole world, dog.
It's
really a whole world. Yeah. PNW Resist, thanks for the $10. Oh, by the way, any fragrance YouTubers out there who are fragrance, like established as fragrance YouTubers, hit your boy up, bro. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm too controversial. They probably wouldn't want to talk.
No, they probably I mean, but if you keep it about fragrances, I'm sure that's
that's what I would do. But I'm saying
like just having you.
I wonder if they'd see that I'd have since I have a lot of subs, they might look at it like, oh shit, I should have them on. But on the flip side, I'm also controversial, so they're going, wait, I'm going to piss off every Republican in my audience. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, PNW Resist, thanks for the $10. Yes, but the idea they would flatten trillions of infrastructure and the supply chains they need to keep those jets in the air is laughable. It would be secret police door-to-door Gestapo-style raids. What are you talking about? Are you talking about for taxing the rich? Is that what you're talking about? Not sure what this is in reference to, but I don't think it's in reference to taxing the rich. I think that'd be a goofy-ass statement. No, Emma Vigeland was talking about this, that some states did raise taxes on millionaires, and then they did, like, the rich people didn't flee. They ended up staying. So, like, it's just a lie that they say to try to get you to not tax millionaires and billionaires.
Yeah, people are staying in New York, right? Nobody's moved out.
Yeah, nobody's moved out. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. So, like, they say that. That's their trick to try to get you to not raise taxes on them, right? Like, you can't, I'll leave, and then they don't. And even if they did, like, who cares? Somebody else will come in and take their place. Like, whatever, you know?
It's the same thing, too, when people say, like, when Trump wins, I'm moving out of the country. Like, no one actually moves out of the country.
I know. I mean, we wanted to kind of do it, but we didn't even end up doing it, you know? Gorilla the Con, thanks for the $5. What's up with the 2026 tax revolt? Is it a conservative movement? It's been popping up on my IG. I haven't seen anything about that. I mean, it depends how they frame it, right? If they frame it like these wars are fucking stupid and I don't want to pay for these wars, so I'm going to not pay my taxes, that's sort of like a left-leaning thing, but it could be right-wing and left-wing if it's libertarians involved too. It could be some right-wing thing. I don't know. It depends who's organizing it and what their reasons are, I would say.
Colombian Rican with the last one of the night.
You know who I would like to see on KKF? Legal Eagle. I don't know if you ever collabed with him before, but I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it too, but you know, he's a busy guy and I don't think he'd be interested in doing it. I think maybe we reached out at one time too and just never heard back. So
there you have it. That's all of them. Did you see the guy from the Wire passed away? Did you know that guy?
Which one passed away?
The
one who goes, shit.
Yeah,
that
I
guy.
think so. I don't watch The Wire, but like someone sent it to me. I was like, yeah, I don't know who that is. But like, they're like, you don't watch The Wire? I was like, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, no, rest in peace to that guy. He was a great character. Clay Davis, he played, was the name of his character. The corrupt politician. Yeah, he was a great actor. So it's a shame that guy died. That's horrible.
Any New Year's resolutions?
I don't do that shit.
No, fuck all that shit, right?
I mean, look, I've been relatively good with my diet. Like, I haven't been perfect with it, but I've been on my shit. So, like, I'm just gonna keep doing that. Is what I would say. Outside of that, just redouble my efforts with my show and shit like that. You know.
Facts. All right, love you, dog. Thanks for posting up on Thursday. Welcome back.
Thanks, man. And we'll be back on Monday. We'll be right back here on Monday. So
He's a
people
great
don't have to
actor.
wait all that long, you know?
Appreciate you, dog. See you Monday. Later,
All right.
everybody.
Love you guys, man. Thanks for chilling with us. Peace.
Thanks, Kyle. Later, guys. Peace, everybody. Who's getting the last words tonight? Greg, thank you. I like this one. See you guys Monday. Matt, you're a real one. See you guys. Assalamu alaikum. All right. Peace out, everybody.